With Lost Tina's in Top Gun.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Pokemon TCG content here on the Shuffle Squad's YouTube channel. And welcome to what's soon to be Top Cut of the Late Night Season 9 Invitational Championships. I am Kyle Rios, aka Koopa, one of your two talking heads here this weekend, and I am here with my fellow TSS mate and friend and dinosaur connoisseur. Shout out to dinosaurs. It's my man Dom. Dom, hello. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you guys doing? You guys might know me. I'm Dom Ritchie, also known on Twitter as Tempo TCG. I'm Twitter's #1 yapper about Raging Bolt. And you see me post a little bit too much about stupid stuff. But besides that, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be in your presence here, Koopa. And I'm happy to watch some good gameplay in the Late Night Invitational.
Yeah, no, same. As we already know, the new season is quickly approaching. In some places, as early as next week, depending on where you live. Which also means that Worlds is also quickly approaching. So we are soon to be closing out of this block of our, of our Twilight Masquerades. Format. So we're gonna give it one last ride with some fun stuff today, and we got quite the array of decks here that are
Yeah.
fighting for top cut here, Dom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of excited. Maybe Lugia will ride out, finally do well. I also, if anybody's looking at it, we do have Reggie Drago over at the top, so that's a pretty interesting one. But it does have that Lost Zone Pult matchup in round one, so I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, there's no two decks of the same in top cut, so that shows the adversity of this meta, or even like the meta share in general for the tournament. There was like the most played deck was Gardevoir with 3 participants, which, I mean, compared to like what we were seeing at the start of the season, where there's 4 or 5 good decks. Now there's so many good decks. I think it's just great to watch the meta evolve like this.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think where we are right now in terms of just competitive viability, I love how wide open the field is. Like, obviously, as a competitor, people are going to feel a certain way about it. The metagame is so wide open. You can go down the list of decks that are, viable or at least can get you to, a position where you can make points.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of stuff you have to account for, and unfortunately, there's only 60 is only so big of a number. So
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited to see what we have going on here. As we mentioned, we're still waiting for everything to kind of get paired out here. But 401 is our #1 seed, Mr. Christian Fontenot, Sticks TCG himself, rocking the Reggie Drago, like you said, and definitely feels like a bit of a flavor of the format right now, and the deck's only going to get better going forward. So I think Reggie Drago has been criminally underrepresented for a long
Oh
time,
yeah.
and I am here for the Reggie Drago uprising.
Oh yeah. Me too. I think definitely Reggie Drago could take this all home. I think the deck is actually very good. DJ did say pairings have been posted, but I'm not really
Yeah, Limitless is not
seeing them right
updated
now.
yet, so waiting for that. But looks like we do have Christian streaming, so I think we can hop over there and see what's going on.
Yeah,
So hang tight for
that
2
works.
seconds, guys. We're just gonna hop on over here. There we go. Hey, it's refreshed. Love to see it. All right, and we're here.
Yup.
All right, so let's take a refresh and see what we're looking at here. All right, so like I said, it's Christian Fontenot going up against Shira. Like you said, the Lost Zone Dragapult in round one. Interesting stuff. Like, obviously, Dragapult, I feel like the jury's still kind of out on Dragapult as a concept. What are your thoughts on the Lost Zone variant of this deck?
So initially I kind of wrote it off. I was like, well, it's gonna be Lost on Charizard again, which I was hugely expecting just off the fact that like everybody initially was hyping up Lost on Charizard, and then it turned out to just not be optimal. And then Pidgeysard obviously was the best version of Zard, and then Tordzard came out, and everybody was like, we should have thought about this sooner. And I kind of thought Dragapult was going to be the same way. However, looking at it now, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I really do see the vision of Lost Zone Pult. I just think it's probably going to end up being very, very good. And in general, I think it actually might be the best way to play Dragapult. Yeah, like I'm a big Lost Zone Engine guy. Like for those of you that don't know, I took Lost Zone Raging Bolt to day 2 at Indy and Orlando. And I think like Lost Zone is just such a flexible engine. I think it's so good coming into this format. And I think that Lost Zone Pult does everything you could ever want a deck to do.
Yeah, no, I like Lost Zone a lot, and I was kind of hesitant to pick up Lost Zone. It wasn't really my style of deck, but like as I started playing around with more stuff to help my friends test for NAIC, I found myself playing a lot more Lost Zone, and I do agree. I think this is a very underrated way to play Dragapult. Obviously, having that energy accelerant really kind of takes away some of like the scariness of playing this deck. You know,
Yep.
being able to accelerate 2 energies with Mirage Gate is awesome, and also having some other attackers in the early game like Cramorant. You have Sableye in the late game. You have Blood Moon Ursaluna, which is turning out to be one of the best closers in the format right now. And
Yeah.
there's also an Iron Valiant EX in here, which I think is sick.
I think
You
that's
know,
very interesting. I think it's very
yeah.
cool. It just like that extra damage, like that means you can spread, knock out a comb feat. Like the amount of stuff that extra 20 damage actually does, I think is a little bit underlooked. And I definitely think it's a card that should be looked at more in these variants. I did work with Shira a lot going into both Orlando and Indianapolis. She was actually like one of the people that helped me come up with the Lost Zone Bolt deck list. We worked on it like day in and day out. So like some of their ideas are very good, and I do think that this Iron Valiant EX in this deck list can be a really big game changer for them.
Yeah, I just think like not enough people are like making noise about this specific version of Dragapult, especially because you have like not only Greninja to help you draw, but you also have access to the Dracloaks themselves. Like Dracloak feels very efficient in this deck, where like it doesn't always feel so in like other builds of Dragapult.
Yep.
So I just think it helps solve a lot of lost boxes, shortcomings in certain matchups. So about to get into it here.
Sure.
Let's see how it all shakes down here.
Yeah, one thing we do have to think about too is that Iron Valiant is going to come in really big this matchup in particular, because you can ping that Ogerpon for 20 damage and then knock it out with that Dragapult Phantom Dive. And likewise, you can ping a Regidrago V for 20 damage and then knock it out as well. So I think that Iron Valiant could be a really crucial card here.
Yeah, no.
And right off the bat, this is not an ideal starting hand.
No, this is definitely a tough looking hand here. We're gonna have to see how well Christian's able to thin through here.
The Blood Moon start too. This is a good way to start top cut.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those. Please let me draw into a basic and hope it's not this one type situation.
Yeah. So I'm assuming this Ultra Ball's got to come down this turn. I think the Sinnoh is obviously the first one I'm picking to go because I think in general it might be the least useful. The Jamming Tower could also go. Both are very good in this matchup. Like situationally, one turns off jets, the other turns off any tools we might have. And then that grass energy, obviously, we got to get an Ogerpon. So I think it's definitely could be interesting. We could also just go for the Squawk and Seas too. Okay? It'll be interesting to see where we go.
Yeah, obviously, trying to thin down as much as you can here is crucial. Honestly, and looking at the list here, there are no tool cards in or special energies in Cheer's list. So both the stadiums are kind of superfluous.
Both those stadiums can
here.
go. Yep.
There we go. Everything must go.
That's another thing too. I don't know if I like no jet energy lost box, but what do I know? I guess I didn't play any jets in my Raging Bolt list either. Just feels like such a good card with Iron Valiant to me.
Yeah, all right, so there we go. Gonna get the Teal Mask Ogerpon. We're going to Teal Dance to draw a card here. Not a bad card to get. We're gonna get the Hisuian Gudra V-Star into the deck. That's going to allow us to get the Regidrago out, and we're going to be able to draw 2 cards here with there we go.
Yeah, we're going to go 3. We're going to go 3. That energy switch is a crucial card here. 3 cards definitely could be better again. It's looking like a Regidrago moment, to be honest.
Certified Regidrago moment.
played this deck on stream the other day, and we were having a little bit of consistency issues. So we're like, guys, what if we just made Reggie Drago absolutely turbo? And that's what we did, and it was an experience. I can't lie, we had fun.
All right, going over to Shira's side here for their next turn. Let's see how they're able to function here. They're able to get the Ursaluna out of the active, which is obviously huge considering that this card is not going to be great for them until much later into the game.
Yep. There's an Iron Valley, and I did tell you this card was going to be crucial.
Yes. Not a huge fan of the full art. It looks a little too much like corn to me, but you know, hey,
it does. It does look a little bit like corn. I like the full art. The gold is the gold.
Yeah,
is
the gold. That's
definitely
what he had. The gold is a little too much. Yeah. Well played. All right, but again,
and like I don't know, the alt art's really nice too. Iron Valley, like they really went off with some of the full arts, but these gold cards are not it.
Yeah,
I really like the gold V stars. I think those were peak card design. Golden like gold V stars were nice. Oh, that is a crazy top deck.
Wow, that's really good. Draw a card here.
There's that Raging Bolt.
Move the energy onto Mew. Can we get a discard?
Mew EX starting to get ready. There's the Reggie Drago V Star. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's everything. That's a very very good card to top deck.
Yeah, no, Christian getting bailed out by the top deck here. We're going to get the Legacy Star. Discard 7 cards and put 2 of them into your hand.
Not too bad, to be honest. That research has definitely got to come back into that hand.
Yeah, losing the 2 V-Stars kind of is a little
Yeah,
awkward.
It's definitely rough. And if you recover it and you're grabbing that research, they're just back into the discard pile. Now, you also can't really Iono just off the fact that we did not see Shira use a Colress here or get any more Comfeys. So you definitely don't want to hit that Iono. So we definitely might just be playing without those Dragos right now. There's that Ogerpon coming down.
Gonna draw one more card here.
Let's see if we get a crazy top deck again. That Iono there, like I was just explaining, probably don't want to play it. There's 2 Dragos. That is crazy.
Wow. Energy switch onto the other Drago, and we also have, as well as using the third one as well. And now we're going to be able to swing here.
Yeah, just going for that Gujar V-Star here is probably going to be really, really strong and probably really hard to get over here. That Rolling Iron, an extra 80 less damage, that is very, very good. Especially with nothing like no Dreepy on board, no nothing that's going to be dealing a lot of damage to Strategy Drago here.
Yep, going to heal a little bit of damage with the switch cart. But again, that secondary effect of the Rolling Iron is basically going to make this Reggie Drago very hard to hit into this turn. Chorus coming down.
There's a Chorus.
Good time to get that. Always a welcome card to see here.
Yeah, can never complain. Can never complain. Saw a Twitter tweet. I forget who posted it, but it was like, see when you see that Chorus turn 1 in your flower selecting, and it's just like a guy is just happy, bro. Like you got to be excited to see that. Now that Sableye being discarded is another brutal card to discard.
Yeah, that is like one of the worst aspects of playing.
Obviously.
Yeah, one of the worst aspects of playing Lost Zone is just like the illusion of choice. Like, it really makes you feel bad sometimes.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a hard hill to climb here. That turn 2 Reggie Drago V-Star. If you would have told me on that opening hand that this was gonna happen, I never would have believed you. But the top decks really, really bailed out Christian here.
All right, we get the switch here. Tachyon Bits going to add on a little bit more damage here.
Let's see where that damage is going to go. I don't know if it'll go on the active V-Star. It looks like it's going to.
Yeah, I guess anything you can use to try to soften that target as much as you can. Switch
Yep.
card back out. Flower
Yeah,
selecting once
absolutely. And
again.
that extra 20 damage there, that actually does set up later in the game that prime catcher counter catcher play with that Blood Moon Ursaluna for a knockout. That might be the thinking behind that. It's just later that 240 damage could be really, really useful. Especially with no Dreepy on board. We don't really need to set up these other Pokemon yet.
Yeah, the ever looming threat of the Dragapult in the discard pile is very much live here
Yes.
for Christian. So any squishy guys that you put down on the bench, gotta be very, very
You're
careful.
definitely in trouble. Yeah, and that's, I think, Shira's probably in a little bit of a tough spot here.
Gonna grab the Greninja, discard, and draw a couple more cards. And a pass.
And
Oof.
that's going to be it that turn. Not ideal. Looks like Christian might still be just full steam ahead here.
Yeah, definitely a good opportunity to put their foot on the gas here. There are 3 boss in the deck as well, so if
Yeah.
there is certainly, I feel like, enough draw on the board to be able to get there.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe dig
Now,
a
that
little
third
bit more.
Ogerpon coming into play could be pretty cool.
Oh, there he is.
That boss's orders could be a pretty big card.
Yeah, you have yourself the opportunity to put yourself up 2 prize cards here. Yeah, obviously the looming threat of Ursaluna, but it's like at this point you're so far ahead in terms of your board state. It's like I really don't think
I don't
there's
know how
much.
much Ursaluna is going to put in.
Yeah.
And it does eliminate that Iron Valley in play into so many of those other Pokemon.
Oh, thinking
It
about
looks
it.
like we aren't going to bring up that Ursaluna. That triple retreat cost is a lot if there's no more switch cards in the hand.
Yeah, no, that is a smart strategy as well. Again, Iron Valiant really not in any threat as an attacker right now. So, bossing up this Ursaluna.
Absolutely not.
Your Shira's already burnt through a handful of switching options. So, you're mostly just banking on the fact it's like 8-card hand. There might be a lot of dead cards in that hand that you can't use yet.
Yep. Now, will this be for that Dreepy, do we think?
Looks like this could
I think
be
it
the time.
has
Yep.
to be. Yeah, it definitely has to be. Now, one important thing to note is that Christian still has not taken a prize, which does turn off that counter catcher in the current spot, which does mean that potentially we could just see Christian still just maintain this board state and keep attacking. I don't think anything Shira can do unless we see a prime catcher play to just stall out a little bit. But even still, that Iono in hand means that I'm liking the look of Christian's board state right now. See what this Colress can find. 2 buddies? Yeah, you probably don't need those.
Yeah, the bread has gone stale at this point.
Yep. We're dumping it at the end of the shift.
All right, 11 cards in the hand. It kind of really makes you think what Shira
What
might
is
be
in that
working
hand
with.
that we're passing still? Oh my.
Just picking up fistfuls of gravel. There's nothing going on
Just
here.
energy card after energy card, I guess. This Ursaluna being knocked out is actually going to be a pretty big deal.
Okay.
There's that Iono play. I don't know if I'm throwing that with Shira not being able to switch out of that Ursaluna.
Yeah, I don't like the
maybe they
I don't
were sitting on a lot.
Maybe, yeah. I don't like the idea of again, like your opponent has a hand that big. It's just like, are they sitting on something or aren't they?
Yeah,
but
like they could have been sitting on that rare candy Dragapult too. I'm assuming rare candy's in this deck, right?
I
We check this
believe
list
it is.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is 2 rare candies there. If we could check the lost zone, I think one was rare candied earlier.
It was, yes. So makes a lot of
Prime
sense.
catcher Dreepy play could just be the end of the game, to be honest. Yep, there's that Dreepy coming into the active spot. That's a very, very unfortunate That's an unfortunate top deck here.
Dragon Laser for the meme would be
I was
pretty
gonna say
funny.
Dragon Laser could be pretty sick. If
That
Iron
move has
Valley
no
had which carded, it could have worked. It could have gotten a
right.
3 prize turn there. But then you'd be in trouble from that Blood Moon or Saluna, so I don't know if it's ultimately worth it.
All right, so the first prize card's been taken here, while Christian has 7 cards left in the deck. So definitely a
Now it
lot
might
of
just turn into sitting here and just attacking every turn. We do have to remember that there is 2 Regidrago V-Star in the discard pile, though, so that might be Christian's ultimate downfall.
yeah. There is 1 copy of Rod in the deck, so you could be
Yep.
there. You know, theoretically, you could be able to get those back, but I did not check to see if Rod's in the deck or if it might possibly be in the prize cards.
Yeah, or even in the discards, too. I
But
don't assume it would be in there, otherwise you would have brought it back, but
right.
ultimately you had to he had to research that turn, so maybe the rod is in there.
Just ever so sneakily hanging out at the bottom there. So all right, Shear's gonna have to
16 cards in deck
really,
still.
yeah. Shear's really gonna have to pull one out of the hat here.
Yeah, it's gonna have to. We're gonna have to see a prime catcher, counter catcher play, or something to get this going, because this is not looking great here. This Ursaluna is also in Dragapult range. We have to think about that math too.
That is
Whereas if
true.
we knock out something with the Dragapult in our discard pile, that Ursaluna is dying. Which would lead to a 3 prize turn, potentially 4 if we KO that Iron Valiant. Yeah.
Yeah, we could see the big swing here again. You know, Dragapult, the Phantom Dive looks like maybe like a little underwhelming, you know, on paper, but oh man, when you're able to set up the math, you know, the way where it's set up like this, where you can take these huge, you know, 4 prize, 3 prize turns, the move looks nuts.
Yeah, dumping that switch card seems a little sketchy to me, but maybe there's something in that hand we don't know about, something that might get Christian there. We do have to think that that Ursaluna as well is Christian has only taken 1 prize card, so Ursaluna does still need 4 energy on it in order to attack. Here's that prime catcher coming out into that Regidrago V. Another Comfey coming up.
Yeah, we could be in an awkward spot here, if this Regidrago V lives here.
Yeah, we could be in an awkward spot as Christian if this V-Star dies, though.
Yeah, a lot of awkward scenarios that we could be running into.
There is a lot of awkward scenarios here. If Shira does have that counter catcher switch play plus that double Mirage Gate, I don't know how Christian's coming back from this with only 7 cards in deck. With 7 energies, 7 grass on his Pokemon as well, there is only 1 remaining grass. That's assuming it's not in the prize cards. I don't think we've discarded any grass energy either. So we can't even SER for anything to draw potentially into a Super Rod. Are we going to see this Blood Moon Ursaluna play?
It could be coming. Yeah, it's definitely a dangerous spot to be put in right now. But unfortunately, if you're Shira, you're kind of backed against the wall here. You gotta.
Oh yeah.
You have to take a prize card this turn.
Yeah, and we could, if this Ursaluna play does happen, we could genuinely see this turn into Shira's game to win. Let's see here. They only go 1 energy onto that active Comfey and then 1 onto that Ursaluna. So it looks like we might be attacking with Ursaluna here. There's that retreat into that Ursaluna. Are we going to see that counter catcher plus that other gate?
Here we go. Here comes
There's that Super Rod. We're definitely seeing another gate here. This is going to be a Blood Moon attack. Now, will it knock out this Regidrago V, or will it be the V Star is the question.
All right, again, doing the bear math real quick. Yep, also 3 more. Oh
There's
my
another
god.
gate.
Wow.
Oh, we had to gate because we had 2 of the same type of energy. That's crazy. 3 gates
That's
here. 240, just that Regidrago V. So it's looking like it might not be. This might be a little out of Shira's hand here. If they did have that counter catcher, this was probably a very, very strong turn for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. So we're going to see the draw here. You can discard the
Research
Dragapult with
cannot play that card.
No. It looks like what the wave is going to be. Or you're going to use the Superior to get the Dragapult into the discard pile.
Absolutely.
And then, use Boss to bring up the Iron Valiant. And then, everybody's falling
Maybe the
down.
Dreepy.
Or even the Dreepy, too, yeah.
Yeah, the Dreepy is probably the correct play here. Knock out that Dreepy. We can use Artisan, burn a little bit of time. Let's check our deck.
I'm just kind of checking the numbers here, using the Artisan, just kind of shuffle things up a bit.
Now, Shira's list is only playing 3 Super Rods, so I don't know if we've seen all 3. That's just going to be all 4 energies into that hand here. I don't know if we're going to see any Teal Dancing. I doubt it.
Nah, yeah, at this point you kind of have everything.
I don't know if there's any way to KO this Regidrago, though.
Yeah, this is going to be tough.
Well, we could recycle that Blood Moon. We aren't going to go with the boss's orders play, which is interesting, but it does give that free Blood Moon Ursaluna attack, so I guess it does make sense. Whereas now we need not only a switch card, but we also need Super Rod, Mirage Gate, and that Nest Ball in order for that Blood Moon Ursaluna to attack here. But if it does, I don't know if there's any way for Christian to get out of this. This match might be a little closer than we thought.
Yeah, it looks like it's things might be a little awkward here. You're gonna see the Buddy Pop and come down.
This actually, honestly, if you would have told me that this game was going to end this close on turn 2, would never have believed you. The same way I never would have believed Christian was going to actually play this game on turn 1.
Yeah, given how things started on either side, to have gotten to where we've gotten right now is certainly something.
Yeah, it's an exciting time. Let me just check and see. I want to see if any of the other matchups might be going down at all. It looks like the Maridon player from Sweden, I'm not even going to... Oskalden maybe is it? Is up 1-0 against that Lugia here.
Maridon beating Lugia? Never heard that one before.
No, never would have expected that one, to be honest.
Really? No way. Impossible. That can't be.
See, there's that Blood Moon coming down.
Uh-oh.
This could be, if there is...
Ooh.
I don't know if there's that other gate, though. There's that Roxanne play. In a Nest Ball Fire Energy, that's nothing.
Yeah, there's really nothing to play with here. So...
if this Ursaluna is able to take a knockout here, this is troublesome. Now that 4th gate is in the deck, so Blood Moon is not taking an attack here. But we could potentially... Counter Catcher doesn't even do anything. I don't know what our line of play here is. 4 gate gone.
Yeah, this is where the awkward part, because Shira had to exhaust so many resources to get here. It really makes you think did they have anything else? I
don't think there's any plays we can make here.
Also, I made the screen a little bit bigger, guys. Let me know if that looks any better.
Yeah, this game might just be cooked here. Now,
Yeah,
top cut is not timed, I do not believe.
I don't believe so. Well, Rare Candy Dragon Bolt,
There's
thanks
a
for
Dragon
coming.
Ball coming down. We could see that Jet Headbutt.
Thanks for coming to work, buddy.
Hey, Jet Headbutt could be a play. I can't even lie. Jet Headbutt could be cool. There's that Tachyon Bits. On
Yep,
that Teal Mask here. If we... Yeah, we're just going to pass here. That Earthen Vessel's huge, actually. Christian keeps getting bailed out. Turn and turn again.
Yeah, just going to thin out the deck here. We still have 2 copies of Boss left in the deck, so...
Now, I don't actually know if we can use the Vessel now, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
No, we can no longer Vessel. Burning the Nest Ball might have been the improper play. We should have checked with that Artisan, I think, and then used that Vessel. There's that double Boss's orders. Oh, my goodness.
The plot armor is too
TPCI
strong.
needs to get in here. TPCI needs to get in here. This is some stacking if I've ever seen it.
Hello, officer. I'd like to report a robbery.
Yeah, that's insane. Holy. Going into 2 boss, too. Way to rub it in the face.
There we go. 3 prize cards to finish out the game there. And it looks
There's
like
the Super Rod. It was prized. So if that Drago was knocked out, Christian was in trouble there.
But that is neither here nor there, as
Christian did take a dominant Game 1 win.
Yeah, excellent stuff right there from Christian. Again, you know, the circumstances got a little bit awkward. You kind of hit that. There are certainly some Reggie Drago moments, as we mentioned. You know, you kind of hit some awkward stretches of your deck that you may not necessarily have wanted to hit there, but able to navigate it. A single Reggie Drago V-Star and a Dream is going to be able to get Christian up 1-0 here.
Yeah, and sometimes that is all you need, is that one Reggie Drago.
All right, and an update on the rest of what's going on here. We got Cal Connor up 1-0 against Guardy. And we have OG Sheesh from Taiwan with Ancient Box up 1 game over Lostina.
Yeah, it seems like some of these round 1 matchups are not the most fair here, including Lugia into Miraidon. That one's kind of tough. Ancient Box into Tina. That one's kind of tough for Tina. Luckily,
yeah,
this should be a solid matchup. Hopefully, both people get to play a little bit better this time. This is definitely a hand that is probably okay to have, though.
Yeah, no, definitely
Especially
not a bad
second.
hand. Yeah, for sure. That definitely makes things a little bit easier here, so...
That Dragapult, we do see that Dragapult go to the Lost Zone, so that other card had to be very good.
Yeah, it kind of makes you think what the choice was there.
Now, maybe it was that Nest Ball, and maybe there were no Pokemon outs, and maybe they were worried about that turn 1 Donk, which is very, very possible, right? So I'm assuming that's probably what it was. Otherwise, the Nest Ball should have come down earlier in the turn before that initial Flower Selecting.
Here we see the Flower Selecting coming out again. 2 hard-fought cards.
The Switch card. There we go. So it had to just be that Nest Ball was the initial card and we were scared of the Donk, which is a very real thing to be scared of here because all it needs is 2 Teal Dances and an Energy Switch and plus an Attach Return and here we go. We'd be pretty close right now.
Yeah, obviously still gotta
Will we see Ultra Ball?
Ooh,
and,
okay.
Yeah, we do see that Ultra Ball.
I'm thinking about what to do here.
Yeah, there's that Drago V. I'm sure that there was at least a little bit going on in the back of the mind about if maybe we should have got greedy there. Maybe we could have grabbed one of our Pokemon we want to discard, like our Dragapult, but that Earthen Vessel and Ultra Ball are insane.
Yeah, that is a nuts research right there.
Yeah, that is very good. Christian in the top decks. If Christian top decks like this this whole event, there is no way he loses.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But once again, we've got Shire on that back foot here.
Yep, just taking a quick search through what we got going on here. Looks like all the major players you need are available to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to pass the turn.
Just a pass here.
Yeah, it makes sense. You want to hold on to that that Ultra Ball to get yourself the V-Star next turn.
Yep, not to reveal anything.
Yep, information is key here.
Yeah, and besides that, I'm assuming next turn's just going to be an Iono turn here for Christian. It'll probably be Ultra Ball and then Iono. Because there's not really too much else happening. We did get that other Regidrago V. That Dreepy does come down. If we can see another, then this could be the start of a very good set of turns.
No, for sure. Again, that's the tough part. You know, when you're only able to get bench one of your, you know, very crucial Pokemon in a matchup like this, it makes it really easy for your opponent to just kind of streamline their offense. So.
Yeah, which we did see Christian get last turn. There's that Iron Valiant coming down, and like I have mentioned, that Iron Valiant is going to be a crucial card here. That Prime Catcher play. Yep, I was going to say, I'm sure we'll see that Regidrago with no energy be brought up here. But where's that 20 damage going to go? Will it be the damaged Regidrago, or will it be the active, or potentially a Teal Mask Ogerpon? It will be that Regidrago with energy on it. And then the Iono play, so I guess both players were looking at a similar turn here. Double V-Star, double energy switch grass.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness.
That is like...
The bailouts from the top decks.
Wow. Talk about bail bonds.
If this doesn't convince you to start playing Regidrago, I don't know what will.
Yeah, I've seen enough. we don't have to continue anymore.
Holy, there's that Cramorant down too. That Cramorant spitting innocently will be that'll be big here. That 110 damage.
Yeah, definitely a factor of that last matchup that was lost for Shearer. Just being able to get consistent damage in, but doesn't even matter right now because Regidrago came to work today.
Insane thing. Plus the research top deck too. Oh my goodness. The other fire. We're seeing literally every single card that he could ever need here. The top deck fire just guarantees that Regidrago attack. Holy.
Next ball to get out. Another Ogerpon.
Another Teal Mask.
Wow. What a turn.
We could still see more Teal Dances as well.
Yeah, we're going to see one more attach here.
It's not Raging Bolt.
Yeah, so, you know,
wow.
with that Superior in hand, you know, obviously with no basic energy in the discard pile, you can't utilize that. But, you know, once you're able to, you know, you have the tool to get two of your big dragon Pokemon in the discard, so.
Yeah, if this Dragon Ball comes down and knocks out this Regidrago, we do have that Superior to guarantee us another attack next turn. Which also allows us to discard those Raging Bolts, which would mean we're taking a knockout potentially on that Dragapult in this coming turn. We are going to go for that Rolling Iron. That does save us from that Dragapult. I think that's probably the safest play instead of spreading those damage counters. Earthen Vessel, like, just getting everything he could ever want. This is insane.
Yeah, as the kids say, the nuts.
Yeah, as the young fellas would say, he is drawing the absolute nuts.
All right, let's see if Shearer can stabilize here and possibly get...
There's that Draw Cloak, go to the Lost Zone. Now, with only 2 Draw Cloaks and 2 Dragapult, having one of each in that Lost Zone could be tough.
Stabilize coming, or excuse me, Colress coming through. Oh, see you.
Nobody puffing. Once again, end of the day. Gotta
yeah,
get rid of that bread.
The bread is stale.
I'm a man who likes to donate it, but just sending it to the
Yeah.
lost zone is fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Someone will. Comfy will eat it.
That's what happens when the raccoons get in the dumpster. The bread gets sent to the lost zone.
They just go to the lost. That's funny. All right, kind of.
Let's
in
get
a
it
pickle
out of here. Yeah. How many was that in that lost zone there? Was that 8? 7?
7.
7
There we
there. How convenient.
go. Yeah, just happens to have 7 when you need it. All right, Greninja gonna hit the brig, which leads you to believe
Ninja
that.
Here.
Ooh.
What whatever energies these are will matter here. I'm not sure what a Greninja attack would do. 90 damage that Regidrago does in the bench. Regidrago does put that within knockout range. That Iron Valiant attack here. I'll have to quickly read what Iron Valiant's attack does. Oh yeah, it's just 200, so 120 damage here to this active.
Yeah.
230. That does put it within Dragapult range though. That's an important factor to think about, is if we do 120 damage here, this Regidrago does hit 230 damage, which means next turn, if we can hit a Boss's Orders play or a Counter Catcher play on this Regidrago V-Star on the bench, we could potentially see a really, really big turn.
Yeah, again,
if this Iron Valiant comes to active, we can ping 20 more damage, potentially to something like that benched Ogerpon. We could hit a Boss Ogerpon play. That would set that up for the Dragapult knockout. There's a lot here that this Iron Valiant is bringing to this match. It's also safe from a knockout unless we discard some of these energies with the Raging Bolt. And then we're going to see the Iron Valiant knock out that Teal Mask Ogerpon.
All right,
I'm not sure that was the overall correct play. I would have liked to see that damage go on that Regidrago V-Star. And I understand it wouldn't have brought out any knockout, but it would definitely have set up a very, very nice line for that Dragapult.
All right, gonna get some energies out of the out of the deck here. Thin out a little bit more. Power up that second.
We do have 2 Dragos lined up.
It's pretty good. Dare I say, pretty good board state right now.
Yeah, dare I say, it's looking very solid overall. Now, we are behind in prize cards as Christian, but I don't know. I think we're still looking exquisite. It's just a matter of fact of, are we going to use that Raging Bolt attack and take a knockout here? Or are we just going to use that Dragapult attack and start spreading some damage counters, getting these Dreepies ready to be knocked out a little easier?
And we also still have Legacy Star to use too, so...
Yeah, we do still have that Legacy Star in case we get hit with something like a Roxanne. That is another important thing to think about. We're just going to go Rolling Iron there.
Yeah, not a bad call. You know, just making yourself a little bit more harder to hit at this stage in the game. Really not that bad.
It does mean that if there's a switch card, we do still survive, because being knocked out here as this active Regidrago and being down to 2 prize cards, that's a scary spot to be in. This is still looking like either player's game here, and Shira does have a very solid board state in terms of drawing. 19 cards still in deck. Let's see what this Colress can bring. I believe we have been through both the Prime Catcher and the Counter Catcher, though. We will not be seeing those come into play again. There is still that one Boss's Orders. I'm not sure if it has seen play yet. It might be in the Lost Zone. It might... I don't really know.
All right. Thinking about what to do here. Again, the illusion of choice with Lost Box is usually pretty strong.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of lines here that Shira could take that could really help her here.
Yeah, really gotta...
Getting rid of that Super Rod seems a little bit scary, but I'm sure there's a good reason to dump it. And let's see what we're gonna see here. Maybe there's that Psychic Energy that we could see, so we could see a retreat. I don't know. I don't know what attack we're gonna see here. Maybe we got a Switch Cart in a retreat.
Could be Jet Headbutt time.
A jet headbutt would go crazy. 0 damage. There's that Comfy coming out.
Spinning attack? No. Never mind.
0 damage spinning attack would be nuts too.
For the vibes.
Now 2 gates in the discard pile already as well.
All right, Super Rod.
The Super Rod.
Yep, gonna get some energy and some buddies back in the deck here. Looks like there's gonna be a couple psychic
Just
energies.
2 energies. And now let's see if we have the gate here. There is that gate, so we now have been through 3 Mirage gates. Now I think the play we would have to make it might have to honestly just be throwing 20 damage on each of the benched Pokemon, maybe.
Right.
That way, if we do find that boss's orders next turn, what that would mean is we do set up a knockout on both this active Regidrago V-Star and whatever Pokemon we knock out on the bench. And especially if we throw that extra 20 damage on the active here, I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to benefit us too much. We're just going to go that Laser Blade. 250 here. I think it might have been a safer play to use that Dragapult, but we'll have to wait and see. This does mean that Sableye could also still put in work this game. That's a card we do have to think about. Is Sableye is that one prizer that now can knock out this Regidrago V-Star and then still spread 90 more damage?
Yeah, he is looming.
A boss's orders play is going to be huge on this Regi. Oh, it's just for the draw cloak.
Yeah, let's see what the move
Looks like
is
we're
going
gonna
to be
Legacy
here.
Star maybe.
Yeah, not a bad
We're
call.
thinking about it. We might just be spreading some damage here with this Dragapult attack from our discard. See what's in the deck. 1 fire, 1 grass. Has Regidrago, like, I'm not sure our line here.
Yeah, just a little bit awkward.
For sure. The Temple Fire Energy onto that Ogre Pawn seems like an interesting card to do. Here's that Apex Dragon.
And there we go. We're
We
going
will
to
see
take 3 prize
22
cards.
that Iron Valiant. That's going to be a 3 prize turn.
The stuff the dreams are made out of, man.
Yeah, we could have also placed those 4 damage counters on that Dragapult, which would mean with the Raging Bolt of Bellowing Thunder, we would only need 4 damage or 4 energies discarded instead of 5. But I'm assuming we're just going to close on that Raging Bolt here. And we do have tons of energy in play, so it ultimately doesn't matter. But it is something to think about if we do see a game 3.
Yeah, it's certainly
Which
possible too.
I do believe we are going to see here. I do believe we're not going to see here because that damage was not spread to these Ogre Pawns here. I don't think there's any lines we have to take a knockout here.
Yeah, I just think the math is too good right now in Christian's favor.
Ultimately, we'd have to see another Super Rod, 2 Switch Carts, and that Psychic Energy, and that would get us there. And that Boss's Orders. With only 3 cards in hand, we're I don't know if we're seeing that.
All right, again, just kind of...
There's that Cramorant coming down. Now, we do have that Prime Catcher in our hand, so it doesn't really matter if Cramorant takes a knockout here.
Alright, so I've still yet to use Flower Selecting, so you can still dig a little bit more if you don't have what you need right now.
Yeah. I'm not sure what, if anything, we can do here, though. If I'm Shira.
Super Rod
There's that
once
Super Rod. Maybe they do have that Boss's Orders.
It's quite possible.
Boss's Orders in a dream. I would have liked to see that Flower Selecting before that Super Rod, personally. but maybe we have nothing in our hand, and maybe we are trying to find that Iron Valley. Maybe we're it all depends, right? And we do have that prime catcher in our hand as Christians, so we do have a way to just ultimately win the game here, especially if Iron Valiant comes onto the board.
There you go. Concealed cards. Going to draw
Sealed.
2 more cards.
Come on, I know that's Boss's Orders Switch, and Iron Valiant. Oh, we still need the Psychic Energy, though. I just don't know if it's possible.
If they get everything out of that, I'll be shocked.
Well, I guess we could also get Mirage Gate, Switch, Boss's Orders, Iron Valiant. That would be an out too. And we're just gonna see a pass here, which is going to be the game. Oh,
Yep.
and the boss top deck too.
Oh, so rude.
Now we didn't even actually need the boss because we could have just used the exact same attack of just using that Phantom Dive to take knockouts here, and we're gonna see Reggie Drago move into the semifinals here. Let me take a look at what else is happening here. It looks like Miraidon did beat Lugia in a 2-1 set. Ancient Box did beat Lost Tina in a 2-0 set. Block is currently still up 1-0 against that Gardevoir here.
Yep, and
We're going to see Christian versus Miraidon next turn, or next set.
Yeah, excellent stuff right there. Good stuff from the Reggie Drago. He's round, he's cute, and he is the best turn 2 Dragapult attacker in the game as it currently stands.
He is the best turn 2, most consistent.
Most consistent. Who would have thought? He was here the whole time. All right, so excellent stuff right there. Again, as we're waiting for that last top 4 match to finish up, I believe we're most likely probably just going to keep it here with Christian. I don't see why not.
Yeah, might as well see if Reggie Drago can keep getting it done here.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it can. You saw exactly what this deck is able to do when it gets all the pieces going. Now, granted, Christian's deck ran very hot that last game. Like
that was insane. And one thing we have to think about too is Christian does not play that Noiver. So that could be a big determining factor in if he's going to be able to beat this Miraidon. His Noivern is normally your really good Miraidon out, because it just means you can't be hurt by basics. So essentially you just don't give them enough prizes and you can just sit there and just keep using that attack and then they can't do anything. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. I'm assuming we're just going to sit here and keep rolling iron.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And again, I do find the omission of the Noivern a little strange here. I do think, again, even if you don't use the attack, I have seen a lot of Reggie Drago that still have it in there to have it. So
yeah, especially like with so much Ancient Box going around, with so much like. I would have assumed Ancient Box and Miraidon would have been great plays for this event, and obviously they were, as we do see both of them in that top 8.
Yep,
so we'll have to wait and see here. As well, we also have to think about Gardevoir too. Attacks mostly with those basic Pokemon, and if we're attacking with Guardi EX, we're probably not having a great play or a great day. So I'm like Noivern probably would have been very strong here.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you don't think about it when you're playing against Gardevoir. It's like, oh yeah, like this card is actually incredibly effective against this because you're 9 times out of 10 gonna be swinging at me with a small guy. So
yeah, absolutely.
That being said, though, Oskelden, the Swedish Miraidon player, I like Miraidon. I think the deck is fun. I don't know how, and this like version of Miraidon is certainly something I'm laying eyes on. What are your thoughts on where this deck stands in its current state?
Truthfully, Miraidon was my group's initial pick for NAIC. We were all on it. We even all bought bling cards, and then Thursday night we're like, guys, let's play Raging Bolt, because Twitter was yapping at me about not playing Raging Bolt, so I guess I had to do that. But Miraidon initially, like, we're all like, Miraidon is probably very, very good.
Don't you
This
hate it
is
when
an
you buy
interesting.
the... Go ahead.
This is an interesting list too, and we are seeing two of that Mew EX here. Only two Miraidon. Um, we're seeing that Luminion, that Iron Thorns EX. It's definitely a very interesting deck list, but I think
Oh,
they might
God.
get it done here.
The dreaded start Luminion.
And this is what I mean is that Luminion could prove troublesome here. That Luminion does mean that Christian is able to go Phantom Dive, knock out a Luminion, and spread enough damage that he's knocking out Miraidons too, or even two Iron Hands, or whatever he might need to be knocking out. We do only see two Bravery Charm here in this Miraidon list.
Yeah,
Because in general, in this matchup, you're not really wanting to bench your Pokemon with 200 or less HP.
right. Yeah, it's awkward. Because you have to have that looming threat of the Dragapult attack, so your smaller guys might be in a little bit of danger. And even something like Raikou that has exactly 200 HP, like you have these big basic V Pokemon that don't have a whole lot of juice on them, so the math could math very fast in this matchup if Christian's able to get everything he needs. But we have accomplished the simple part. Your Battle VIP pass at home, Miraidon EX, will help get a couple Lightning Pokemon out of the deck.
Yeah. I think this Lumen start is really bad because it even allows Rolling Iron to take a knockout. And if you can Rolling Iron for a knockout, you're looking pretty solid here.
Yeah, that's tough, and there's really nothing in the deck outside of a switch card to help you get it out of the active in general.
No, there is not right now. And that Iron Thorns EX is going to be huge if we have an energy to retreat into. That Iron Thorns EX is going to be a crazy good card right now.
Yeah, the initialize ability.
Like, looking at Christian hands, yeah. Christian's hand, I'm like, man, if your Ogerpon gets shut off, you are in trouble.
Yeah, no, that card's ability is very, very effective, and I feel like, obviously this card was very popular in something along the lines of, oh gosh, no switch cards, that stinks.
Well, we did have the energy card in hand. We could have retreated into that Iron Thorns, but maybe the thought process is that quad energy retreat cost is not ideal.
No, yeah, that leaves a lot to be desired. And also, you're kind of like daring your opponent into getting a boss card here, because you're also in no danger of having this Miraidon swung into with any sort of fear of it getting knocked out. So.
Yeah, can we also talk about how somehow we top deck Research and another Regidrago?
Yeah, that's kind of gas.
Like, we were just talking about the hand, like, wow, this is not a great hand. We're drawing just one card, and of course it has to be Research Regidrago off the two cards we're drawing.
Yeah, Christian can just continue to throw 95 miles an hour of heat with these top
This is
decks.
insane. Cleffa for 5 here, too, is very good.
Wow. Insane stuff.
Ultra Ball, Dragapult, Squawkabilly, E-Switch. Holy. We do have that Iono still as well.
Yeah, definitely a lot to work with here if you're a Christian. And this is sort of my problem with Miraidon. Like, I've talked to a couple of my friends about how we feel about this card. Is that just you go fast enough to start, but then you have these really awkward middle hand games. Oh, hi Judge, welcome back.
Yeah, well, there we go. Now we do have to think about too that Iron Bundle is huge. That Iron Bundle is going to guarantee a knockout. It just depends on if we find anything out of this, or if we're gonna have to Sealstone for that switch cart.
Yeah,
There's that new EX. We now have two Pokemon with 200 or less HP on our board. I don't know if we're liking that, but sometimes you gotta bench what you gotta bench.
Okay, yeah, the Forest Sealstone's gonna help Oscaldon, find whatever that missing piece is for them And in this case, it's the Prime Catcher.
That is going to be a big knockout. That judge also put us into just grass energy, so we're at least drawing 2 cards. That bravery charm here, I honestly would have liked to see that go on that Mew EX. Luminion, obviously we can't have it on there, but it is significant on that Mew EX because it doesn't support any. There's nothing it really does on an active Miraidon EX. Whereas if we use Raging Bolt's attack, it still requires 4 energy. We're only swinging 200 damage. We're 2-shotting Miraidon either way, but it does mean that Mew EX would have survived a hit from something. So it's just something to think about, right?
Yeah.
We do top deck that energy switch once again.
Oh, God.
Holy.
The top decks continue to be plentiful here for Christian. It's Teal Dance number 3 coming down here. One more big one.
Okay, well, not the best top deck. Let's see this grass energy come onto this Regidrago here. Restart for 2. This is huge. Boss Temple, and we just whiffed that there, and sometimes that happens. Now we can see that Boss Iron Thorns play, which does shut off our own abilities. I'm not sure how much I like that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those cases where like you can kind of see that things are speeding up for the other for Osculdin here. So it's like, all right, let me take my chances bossing up this huge retreat cost Pokemon, and just bank on you not having the out to get it out.
Yep. Now, if we do see Switch Cart Boss's orders, oh man, it's not great for this bench Regidrago here. I don't know who we give up here. It's probably an Ogerpon, right? Maybe it's that Mew. I guess it's that Mew EX.
Yeah, either way, you're kind of jailed there, where all your bench Pokemon are multiple prize Pokemon.
Yeah, now we do see that Arvin coming down.
Yep, the Switch Cart and the Bravery Charm going to come down here again, choosing to place it on the
Miraidons.
The Miraidons.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not in top 8 of the late nights, but to me, it just makes the most sense if I'm playing Regidrago to not have those Bravery Charms on my Regidragos and to have them on my Mews. We are now down 4-2 prize cards. 1 boss's orders is all we need to win this game here. And there's Prime Catcher.
Oh. Not a bad card to get here. We do have the V-Star in hand.
Too late? I don't know if we want to play that Prime Catcher, as that does just mean that our that Miraidon is just knocking anything out, and as long as there's a boss's orders in that deck, we're just losing.
Yeah, this is definitely an awkward spot to be in right now. We're just going to kind of thin out some cards here.
We even saw, we hit every single top deck we could ever want, and still this is the board state we're left with. That's just the speed of Miraidon EX is unmatched.
Yeah, nope, still one of the fastest decks in Standard for a reason.
Yep, and now we did see, that was interesting, is seeing those 2 Teal Dances instead of that attach for turn.
Interesting stuff for
But
sure.
I guess we do still have that Legacy Star ability. We do discard that energy switch, so we do get a guaranteed attack. We're gonna see Iono energy switch come into hand.
Yep, not a bad call there. The energy switch will allow you to attack. Oh, still thinking about it, though.
We're not going for that energy switch. We're going for the superior energy retrieval here. Discards that Regidrago and that Megapult.
Yep, there we go. Just going to get the attack for turn. And there we go.
Iono to 2 is going to be important here.
Ooh,
Double E-switch.
Wow. And the Earthen Vessel to discard your choice of Raging Bolt or Hisuian Gudra V-Star.
Yep, now, the issue that we're going to run into is that even with that Hisuian Gudra V-Star's Rolling Iron, we are still being two-shot by a Miraidon EX. So it's not a safe play to just sit there and keep using that Rolling Iron.
Well, we got the last remaining energy out of the deck. We're going to advance forward.
We're going to see just a Phantom Dive.
Interesting choice, to say the least, but just going to try to correct that
Very
math as best as you can. Tool Jammer should still... No, Jamming Tower should still be in the deck. I can correct, right? I think I saw it
I
in
do
there.
believe Jamming Tower is still in that deck.
all 5 of it.
So maybe we're trying to set up a Jamming Tower play, which would just... Oh, I don't even know what the Jamming Tower play would be. There's that
Yeah, I mean,
Let's see if we can hit a Lightning Energy.
Here we go. We got one.
There we go. So we do just retreat here and then attack.
All right, next ball gonna hit the deck. We're gonna duel. The dual Mew EX has hit the bench.
What an interesting board state.
Welcome back, Fusion Strike.
Draw to 3.
Yeah.
And what they do to Mew.
What happened to the game I love?
And kind of miss Mew VMAX. We did just have a they called it a devolution tournament over at Manta over here in Ontario, and pretty much what it was is E-Block cards were legal again, and so were Twilight cards, and we saw some interesting decks come out of that, including Mew VMAX Salvatore box.
Oh, I miss her every day. Still haven't taken her apart
That's what I'm
yet.
saying. I wish I would have gone, but we had our local invitation. I wish I could have gone, played some more Rapid Strike. I miss that guy every day.
When will
Greninja is just not it. Don't let nobody lie to you.
When will my Urshifu return from war?
On too soon.
All right, so we still got to find a way to pivot with this.
We can just
with this
retreat.
Miraidon. Yeah, we could. Yeah, that's true. We could just retreat the old-fashioned way. And I'm not gonna get a look at how much energy is left in the Discord. Yeah.
I'm assuming out of 23 cards in deck, I'm assuming there's still some energies.
That's a safe bet.
Yeah. I'm just, the way I'm thinking about it right now is I'm like, if we can sit here and go with that big, if we can Iono next turn and then hit that, oh, that switch card is gross.
That was nuts.
But it still does put us in that, potentially a range where if we can find a boss's orders, it could be really fine. But I also just don't think it's going to be possible to win next turn. Well, we were never winning next turn anyways, but we were initially, if we could have gone into that jamming tower there and swung that Miraidon, if it swung us, spread some damage counters, we would have been able to see a jamming tower knock out both Miraidons.
Right.
We can no longer see that.
Jamming
Tower is in the deck. I wonder if we're gonna hit it. 4 cards. I own it to 6.
Uh-oh. Oh, we did it.
We see Prime Catcher Jamming Tower. That is... Wow.
It's pretty good, dare I say.
I like to pretend I'm surprised, but we were guaranteed to get it.
Yeah. Can't say I'm shocked with that one. Be a shame if you accidentally Celestial Roared.
That's gonna put this in a really interesting board state. And that no matter what we swing into, we're just winning this game next turn.
Yeah, definitely.
And just like that, Regidrago goes from down 6 to a 2 to I think
tying
we
it
just
up
win now with those double bosses orders in the game in the deck.
Yep.
No one out.
The magic of Dragapult EX, man. Like, being able to take those huge swings of momentum like that is just like, it's why, you know, the card is so efficient. And now you see, Oscald in here, just not a whole lot going on here. You have no attackers established. You know, it's just not looking that good. Oh, hi, Iron Hands.
Well, hey, Iron Hands can take a hit, but if we don't have any disruption, it's just over.
Yeah, and it looks like, oh, okay, we hit 2 there. Do we have any generators left? That's my question.
That last card in hand and energy. Now we could see a boss's orders generator play into that knockout Cleffa. So this is still a very winnable game. All we need is that double turbo. Is there 1 or 2 in this deck?
There is 2 in the
There
deck.
is 2, and we have seen 1 discarded.
Yeah, we need the Gust and the double turbo.
There's
Okay,
that lost vacuum, getting rid of that jamming tower. This could be interesting. Restart for 2.
Restart.
Uh-oh. If we have that boss's orders.
No!
Maridon.
Just Maridon things, man. A Greek tragedy.
It's looking so promising.
Yep.
There's the concession there.
Wow.
That was a very close game.
Yeah, that was definitely one for the ages there. Again, Maridon continues to move so fast. Like, no matter this deck has such great turn 1 going second, attacking potential, and even despite all that, Reggie Drago said, "I do not quiver in the fear of, the bicycle that eats sandwiches. I will destroy you."
Yeah. I mean, I used to enjoy some good sandwiches too, but I don't know if I enjoyed them as much as Maridon.
I don't know, man. I gotta try one of those Arvin sandwiches before I perish. I bet that man makes
That's
a
what
mean
I'm saying.
sandwich.
I'm gonna need Arvin. Someone cosplay Arvin and bring me sandwiches. I can't eat them, but I'll try it.
Yeah,
I'll try
if
it.
you cosplay as Arvin, and
Let's have 30 sandwiches in your bag.
yeah, I like peanut butter and jelly. So
Oh, we actually there's a restaurant in our town where we have peanut butter and jelly hamburgers. Apparently they're pretty good.
oh my God! Shout out to Canada.
Canada's a place, bro. Place
Kind of
of all
base.
time.
Alrighty, so it will be the Maridon going first here. So depending on what this top deck looks like here for Christian, we could see the Iono come down here just to kind of see a fresh 6.
Iono seems smart. I don't know. Our hand's not too terrible to start here. It's odd we're going second though. I guess Maridon just didn't want us to play first potentially.
Right. Yeah. That's my logic behind this. Is like if I know that you can, there's always a possibility you hit everything you need on this turn, and then
Yeah, absolutely. There's that Battle VIP bike. Okay, why couldn't Koraidon be playable? Please give us a good Koraidon card.
Yeah, Pokemon told you to pick your stance whether you like robots or dinosaurs, and I guess they like robots.
Who likes robots more than dinosaurs?
People that are wrong.
That's a genuine thing.
People that are just wrong.
Like, I don't know, man. Dinosaurs are wicked. If you don't like dinosaurs, consider yourself an off.
Yep.
Dinosaurs
Kind of poggers.
real.
All right. Hold that thought for 1 second, guys. I've got to go grab a water bottle. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
A tandem unit, I'm assuming, we might just see another Maridon come down. Yeah, oh no, Iron Hands, Iron Thorns, which also seems fine. Let's see what we can get going here. That Bravery Charm is going to go back on that Maridon. The jamming tower does really hurt us here. I don't really like. Not sure what else we could be doing this turn. There's a Luminion coming down. I'm not sure if it's proper to play that this turn or to save it for next turn. I really think we'd probably rather just save it. On the chance that we do get like Ionid or something. There's that Seal Stone though. We aren't attacking, so I don't know what the Seal Stone's initially for. We are going to go into the Iron Thorns EX.
If I can't
I
attack,
guess that's why
neither
the
can
Luminion
you.
comes down that turn. Yeah, I guess. That MEX is now useless. Still gonna come down though. And then I'm assuming that Iono is gonna be played. Yeah, there we go. There's that Iono.
Yeah, not a bad play here. You're still gonna be able to see 6 cards. Earthen Vessel is
The jamming tower.
yeah. Jamming Tower is also huge here, so
Oh, we do have to think about it is we've got nothing in our hand.
yeah, this is tough. It's looking like a grasping draw, which doesn't feel great, but
I mean, grasping draw for 2 cards. There's worse things. Especially when they're those 2 cards.
yeah.
That does mean next turn we do have that boss's orders play, boss anything else up, and then go Teal Dance, Energy Switch, attach for turn to Regidrago, and then depending what we draw, we can go Ultra Ball. As long as we don't throw away that jamming tower, I think we're good.
Yeah, there's still work for
Definitely a card
Osculden
we're not trying to jump away.
There's still work for Osculden to do here. None of these attacking Pokemon have lightning energy on them, so you're gonna have to max hit like one. You're gonna have to hit a generator for 2 as well as have the attachment in hand, which isn't unheard of, but it doesn't. It's a lot to ask for.
Absolutely. He's got concealed. Watch triple generator. We're gonna set up all our Pokemon. Get that turn 1 or turn 2 Ampy very much.
Yeah, and then
Can you imagine? That'd be crazy.
That would be kind of stupid. That would be kind of crazy. I'm not saying I haven't seen it happen before.
I guess we could go single generator DTE and then just attack Cleffa. Ampy very much. There's a lot of plays we could hit where we're taking 2 prizes this turn. That Judge. Jamming Tower's out of the deck. That sucks because that hand was actually looking pretty solid.
Yep, gonna go back to a hand of 4.
That hand's also very solid.
Shoutouts to Judge. Still finding a home in the meta game where there's like way too many hand disruption cards.
Hey, my deck I played last night played 4 Judge.
I miss that guy every day.
Dude, I don't actually know why Judge really isn't played that much. I guess like disruption decks like Arceus just aren't that great right now with Raging Bolt coming around and just slapping everything for knockouts.
Yeah, I just feel like there's too many cards that can just like blow up whatever's in front of it to where like hand disruption doesn't really feel like hand disruption like Judge doesn't feel great right now. Slow.
Yep. So we're gonna see an attack with Iron Thorns.
Did not have this on my bingo
might
card.
Be problematic. It might actually be real tough to get around that. I don't think we're getting an attack.
There we go. The Volt Cyclone.
Let's go.
Great. Did not have that on my bingo card today. We're going to move one of those energies back onto that Miraidon EX. And abilities are still shut off right now, so. But it doesn't matter when you have person's research in hand, so your hand size is kind of null and void right now anyway.
Yep. Now, we don't have any way to attach those energies in order to get an attack this turn, and we have no way to find that Regidrago V-Star either. So this is looking like it could be tough. Now, that Iron Thorns EX, we have seen that switch card get dumped. So Iron Thorns EX is attacking no matter what, I think. Unless our opponent somehow has that Prime Catcher. So, I mean, if they do, that's good for them.
Yeah.
Prime Catch of the Regidrago V would be brutal on us, though.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
kind
there's a
of...
switch card.
Ooh, wait a second. Okay, are we possibly just trying to chain together some generators to keep your opponent from, really being able to do anything while you're still able to just, like, pick things for, like, 120, 140?
Yeah. Now, yeah, we might just see another switch card, or not another switch card, another attack with Iron Thorns. It might just be really strong here.
Yeah, now,
Keep
given
our
the
ability
current...
shut off.
Yeah, given the current affairs right now, it seems like a really good call, so...
We're gonna bring up the Regidrago with energy. I'm not sure. Maybe it was bring up the other Regidrago. But what do I know? We're powering up the Miraidon on the bench at the same time as well, so it's definitely... This could be a very, very solid game plan going forward.
Volt Cyclone's doing that thing, man. it's doing that thing.
It's just like that. Volt Cyclone is just like that. Quad Iron Thorns minus the 4 Iron Thorns, I guess.
Yeah. Singular Thorns. Ooh, okay, we get the Ultra Ball to be able to help us get the
Regidrago V-Star.
the absent Regidrago V-Star, so.
Now we still cannot go with that Legacy Star, but we are if we go Rolling Iron, we aren't able to be knocked out this turn. Or next turn. But that depends if Gudra's in the discard, and it is not. That is less than ideal for sure.
Yeah, we are just going to
set up the rest of the Pokemon, I guess.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Do what you can do here. There we go. The Phantom Dive will connect right there, so. Let's see what this turn looks like here for Oscaldon. Certainly an advantage an advantageous opportunity there. Again, now that there is no search card in hand, and
yeah,
only a lone Regidrago V-Star to work with here. So definitely gonna get a little
yeah. If we can
awkward.
find a way to retreat, oh.
There's Arvin. What are we going to grab here?
Probably just a switch card, right? That guarantees us that knockout on that Regidrago V-Star. But then we can start using stuff like that Teal Dance, but we've still got nothing good in our hand.
Yeah, this hand is just not looking ideal. I can't believe we've watched all these games so far of Regidrago, and Squawkabilly's been a factor in them of 0 times.
That is crazy to me. Maybe it's a cuttable card. I don't know.
Yeah.
My Turbo list we built on stream, we played double Squawk. Double Squawk, 4 trekking shoes, 4 Poke Gear. It was going crazy. They don't
Mowing
know
them
nothing
down.
about my Turbo list.
Yeah. Turbo Dragons, baby. Alright, so the Miraidon is fully powered up here, so. We have an opportunity here for a big knockout.
Yep. There's that Mew EX too. It's yeah, I don't know what Regidrago can do here.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit awkward. There we go. The Photon Blaster will connect for the knockout. Gonna put Oscar down.
Connor is up 1-0 against that Ancient Box as well on the other side of the bracket.
There we go. Good stuff from Cal. As always, a mainstay in these online and late night events.
We're gonna bench that Squawkabilly The
The
Iron Hands
madman.
play also doesn't really matter against Squawkabilly because it doesn't save our prize trade at all. The research top deck.
That's gas. Blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Wowzers. And the Pokemon we need and the Ultra Ball we need.
If I'm Christian, I'm buying like several lottery tickets when this is all said and done. You gotta ride the hot hand.
Yeah, me too. And I guess the Squawkabilly does matter because Cleffa was knocked out earlier.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
That boss's orders amp you very much. Squawkabilly is we're just losing the game.
Alright, so we're gonna draw some cards here.
There's Jamming Tower.
Jamming Tower is
We're
huge here.
jamming.
Jammed up for sure, but yeah, you're gonna have to put some of these cards down to get the max you can out of this.
Restart
Out of
here.
this
We could just
restart.
go Legacy Star though.
Oh, yeah, that's
Might
right,
not
we
even
got that
need a
too.
restart. Oh, Prime Catcher might be a card we need,
No.
but I think it's just double energy switch that we do need in order to take a knockout, right?
Yeah, looks like that's what the wave is here.
It has to be. And then do we knock out this Miraidon EX and this Iron Thorns here, and then I think we might just actually win the game. We could go Jamming Tower, we could super odd like one card back in, restart for 2, try to hit that boss's orders. And once again, we're going to be seeing some multiple prize turns by this Regidrago.
Yep. Again, when you have
Courtesy of Dragapult.
yeah, Dragapult is phoning this one in.
Wow, remember when people started playing Miraidon because they're like, it beats Dragapult? Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, that seems like so long ago, and yet look how the turns have tabled so drastically.
That 60's got to go right on that Iron Thorns, right? Leave our opponent with no Pokemon set up.
Yeah, no, 100%. You got to do that.
Now, we didn't throw down the Jamming Tower.
Yeah, interesting choice there. I guess, you know, you now force your opponent again to have to find...
And there's the boss.
And there's the boss. Yeah, because now Miraidon can't attack without finding a switching option, so they're gonna have to. They're gonna
I guess
have to.
didn't
find
really
a way
matter if
out
we threw
here.
the tower down yet.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if Miraidon has any plays to make.
Nah, this is so tough.
Which is crazy because once again I was looking at Regidrago's board state and I was like, yeah, we're cooked. But Christian and top decking, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, he's escaped death multiple times here.
Oh, so many times. It's not even funny.
Dodging
Never
these
seen
bullets.
someone top deck like this when it matters so much.
Yeah.
Why can't I ever draw like this?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, let's take a look at the battle log one more time, okay? And then I did this. Remember that time I did this?
We can add a fully functional battle log. Oh, but also our game doesn't actually function, so it doesn't really matter. Nice.
Who wants to play Sun and Moon?
Yeah, oh, also, there's no expanded matchmaking yet. You still can't do that. Makes no sense to me.
Oh, man.
There's that double Mew EX. I don't know what we're fishing for. Prime Catcher.
There's way too many Mews on my screen right now.
Walk. Oh, if we could see this Iron Hands play on the Squawk, it could be relevant.
Tell me one of those cards is a generator. Come on. Show it to me.
Does this go down as the all-time? Is this a match of all time?
A restart.
Start for 2. Arvin?
What are you hiding?
Ultra Ball. Rescue board.
Skateboard.
Hey, free retreat Greninja. There we go.
He's doing an ollie.
Restart for one. Generator, double energy. Oh, it doesn't even get us there. We're just retreating into Miraidon, maybe?
I guess that makes the most sense here.
Miraidon attack, I think. Or maybe it's Greninja? I actually don't know what we go into here. Because Miraidon means that the knockout squawk ability plays just off the table.
Right.
The Iron Hand.
Oh.
That boss's orders, we'll probably see Regidrago come up.
No, it's going to be
Mew EX,
Mew.
we're going to knock out Mew EX. Unfortunately, though, we do have Jamming Tower boss's orders in our hand.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
is,
good stuff.
Yeah, it's. We just had everything, and that happens. But we will be seeing Regidrago go into late night finals.
There we go. The Jamming Tower will turn off the Bravery Charm. That's 2 prizes taken without an attack being declared. So that means we get to promote.
Here is the boss's orders. Everything.
Got the whole world in your hand. Just make sure you click the right attack, put the damage wherever, and yeah, we'll be seeing you.
Yeah. Well, there we go. What a set.
Wow.
Both games very, very close. Regidrago just squeaking out with those late game plays that Miraidon just doesn't have.
Yeah, you know, again, when it looked like it was not going to work out there for Christian, he was able to draw the nuts, hit just the best part of his deck whenever he needed it, like always getting the most value, bang for his buck.
Yeah, absolutely. What a set. Holy, I guess we're going to watch Christian play all 3 rounds this time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good for him.
Let us take a look. It looks like, yep, Cal's still up 1-0 here. Is Cal streaming his match? Let's find out.
I don't believe, and they're streaming their match over anywhere. Oh, they are live on Twitch.
Let us, we can peep that. Where are you? Yeah, let's crack that bad boy open. See how we're doing over here. Ooh, okay, so they're moving pretty quick. So yeah, I'll see if we can transition this into something over here. Put that.
There's the Airy. Cal's got 2 cards in deck.
Let's transfer this over. Oh, sorry guys, give me 1 second. Gameplay and transition. You should hopefully be able to see that. Oh, hold on, I gotta window capture. Do your thing. There we go. Vengeance Fletchling.
We're down to 1 prize here.
He's motoring here.
We might see a game 3.
Snorlax stall is so funny. look at how big that hand is. This is insane.
18 card hand, 1 card in deck. There's a pal pad.
Curious what the play is gonna be here. Oh god, made the screen too big.
I don't know if Cal has any plays here. Well, yeah, I guess he does have the play of bring up that Flutter Mane and just pass. Because here we have no energy in our hand. Booster Capsule doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah, kind of a...
Do we have any outs?
Nah, this is looking tough right now. Oh, the
We do have
pass.
that pal pad, so we can pal pad and then Sada for that retreat knockout eventually.
I'm assuming by seeing so many Fluttermans on the bench, I'm gonna assume that one of those flutes was very successful.
Well, no, you want as an ancient box, you want 4 Flutter on your bench because Flutter's not affected by block.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That does make sense. Interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Yup. It's Flutter, so it's like this is the perfect board state.
Okay, gonna keep passing the buck
There's
here.
the top deck energy, and that is going to take us to a game 3.
Hey. Dino Box go crazy, bro.
Brr. Give me some chicky nuggies right now.
All right, we got ourselves a game here. So we're now going to game 3 against Blocklax versus Ancient Box. I'm actually going to pull up the Ancient Box list here because I'm curious what we're working with here.
Yeah, as am I.
All right, so it looks like we are opting for, because again, obviously this is the fun debate with Ancient Box. Sometimes it's like, do we prioritize retreat with the Walking Wake? Do we prioritize being able to swing in the early game with Koraidon? It looks like we're going 3 Koraidon here, with 4 Fluttermane, 4 Roaring Moon, 1 Great Tusk, and a Greninja, and with the ace spec of choice in his deck being the Secret Box.
Yeah, I think Secret Box is just the best ace spec. We did see Zach Lesage play at Shadow TSS. At
My goat.
NAIC there. He did go on stream.
Yeah, he was there. He was on my TV. I watched it.
Yeah, that's
and
what
I
I'm
was there in
saying. I
person.
right
It was
in front
cool.
of him. Yeah. At that point, I was just scooping every round. I went 2-3. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna give people the win. Sitting next to Blocklax that round, and saw Zach on stream. I was like, yeah, I'm scooping, bro. And I just scooped and went and watched him.
Scoop, go to lunch, baby. Shouts to Zach.
Yup.
All right, Greninja start here. Earthen Vessel in the hand, and Snorlax.
It is not ideal.
Nah, this is this is pretty. It's pretty nuts. The booster capsule, easy pitch away there. Really, you're not gonna have to worry about your HP being unhittable in this matchup. So.
No, the Greninja start is quite harmful, but we'll have to wait and see here. We might just we are going to just concede that round. It's not possible if you start Greninja at all.
Yeah, wow. That's
just
tough
can't
stuff.
you just can't get there, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Yeah,
so.
we do only see one switch out in that Kieran here. So there was nothing we could have done there, especially with a prized Kieran. There was absolutely nothing.
All right, I'll just transition to the... Oh, that's the wrong overlay. Hold on.
So it looks like we will see if Regidrago can overcome the biggest hurdle of all in Blocklax. Should be interesting.
Yeah, that's a tough one for sure, man. It's gonna be. I'm curious how this matchup plays out. I'm not too familiar with how Blocklax interacts with Regidrago here.
I'm not the most sure. I'm not the most versed in how Blocklax is working, but maybe the matchup's okay for Regidrago, but maybe not.
I feel like
if we start Squawk, I'm assuming it's pretty bad.
Yeah, if you start Squawk, it's probably Joverpon. But like, if I had to guess, just like kind of spitballing here, like something you have to keep in mind with Blocklax is that your hand is in everything that you can physically put your hands on is in danger in some capacity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the cards in your deck in danger, the Pokemon in your deck in danger, the friends in your phone in danger. Like everything is at risk of being just thrown away into the abyss. So
yeah, wife and kids at home, they're gone.
Yeah, like the wife, the kids, and everything. Your sense of
the dog.
Yeah. Blocklax is taking everything. So my only fear in this matchup is that because we've watched a lot of Christian's games, he's really mowing down to the bottom of his deck in a lot of these games. So my fear is that like all it's gonna take is like a couple of Misfortune Sisters, and he's just gonna run out of gas. So I feel like it's gonna be a very interesting game of cat and mouse where Christian's gonna have to be very careful with how he pitches these cards away. and what exactly where he's putting stuff into the discard pile, like it's gonna get very, very it's gonna get a little hairy. So I'm curious to see how that interaction is gonna work out.
Absolutely.
And again, shout outs to everyone that's been hanging with us. This beautiful, well, depending on where you live, beautiful. It is kind of crappy out in New Jersey right now, but it's a lovely
Fine weather here in Ontario.
Yeah, shouts to Canada. Yeah, shout out to you guys for hanging out with us today on a beautiful Saturday. We are again the season starting up soon. I know it's been a hot topic of discussion on the internet this past week. Everybody's got their thoughts, but I'm just excited to be playing some Pokemon again, and I'm looking forward to another full season of fun competition and hanging out with my friends. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I saw something cool today. I saw a peregrine falcon today in Ontario. I didn't even know those guys lived over here.
Wow.
It was pretty cool. Well, I have a little bird's nest right outside my house. He tried to attack my little bird, so I had to square up for the bros. I've been watching them grow. You know what you know about it.
Get behind me, my son. I've actually become
That's what I said.
Yeah, I've actually become very accustomed with birds. There's a bird that nested under my air conditioning, so now I have he lives with
Your
me.
air conditioning is wild.
Yeah,
it's just trying to cool off a little bit.
Yeah, literally, like I hear this guy pecking at like the bottom of my AC every morning, so it's just like I just cannot. I'm forced to never be able to sleep ever again, and it's kind of ruining my life. But there's literally like sticks and twigs like sticking through the bottom of my AC, and I just do not have the time nor the resources to like safely move this nest. So he lives here now.
Yeah, best be charging him rent. Cause
no, he's paying utilities.
Okay, that's good. That's good. At least pay the utilities.
Yeah,
you don't need to be paying rent. He's not inside,
yeah.
But the utilities.
Yeah, he's the Archeops to my to my Lugia, so that's why I hate him so much.
Yeah, you're Lugia. I was thinking you might be more Chinchino.
I do have great hair, so I got that going for me. So
See, there you go. See, there you go.
Shout outs to the lone Archeops sitting cutie that exists, because every other regional I've gone to with vendors, they do not have a second one. So I could not fulfill my dream of putting 2 Archeops on the table when I go to regionals. That'd
be kind of cool though. My boy just bought an Archeops plushie at
what's that?
What was it? NAIC.
Oh yeah, I wanted to buy one. I'm pretty tight. I wanted to buy one of the substitute plushies, but that thing was gone within hours of me getting inside to the vendors. Yeah. So see ya. I have I bought this Archeops plushie when I went to Hartford, because I was playing single strike Lugia, and one of my favorite interactions I've ever had in a tournament was I sit down. It's like my round 3 or 4 or whatever. And the guy sees me take the Archeops out of my bag and put it on the table. And he's like, "Oh, are you playing Lugia?" And I'm like, "Nah, absolutely not." And then the guy sees me flip over the Lugia card. And then he's like, "I thought you said you weren't playing Lugia." And I was like, "Yeah, I lied." He was like legitimately upset that I like misled him. And that's like, yeah, why would I tell you what I'm playing, bro? Like, of course I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, never forget Toronto. I was 5-1-1. I was like, I got 2 winning in games, and I'm playing Rapid Strike. And my first winning in, guy flips over single strike Lugia. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. The deck's like 4%. No way I'm hitting another one next round, so I'll take the loss this round. I'm like, you know what, bro? You got it. I can't win this matchup. So I scoop. We go to the next matchup. I sit down. I'm like, how are you? He's like, yeah, I'm good. Playing a deck not many people are playing. I'm like, you have got to be joking. He flips over single strike Lugia. Didn't play that game either. Just scooped that one. It was Jover. I was so sad.
GG, we're going to lunch. So
yeah, absolutely. I was like, you know what? Nothing I can do about hitting 2 4% decks.
Yeah, I made the wise decision to play Cloth at Charlotte because I thought it'd be funny, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll hit some big basic decks. And instead I hit 3 Urshifu decks. So I'm just like, all right, cool. Guess I'll die.
Yeah, I played Rapid Strike to Charlotte, and I was like, you know what? I practiced the mirror. I just got to dodge Roaring Moon and Mew. Mew's not that big because Roaring Moon's big, so don't worry. My first 5 rounds were 3 Roaring Moons and 2 Mews. I was like,
oh my god.
Still ended the day 5-3-1 though. What you know about it?
Yeah, there you go. Whatever the opposite of a lottery ticket is, you probably should have bought that. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
you should have bought like a
I
parking.
was
You
so
should have bought a
excited.
parking ticket. That's what it is. Insane stuff. All right, we were just waiting for Christian to get his stream set up so we can get things going here. Assuming he's going to be streaming the rest of this.
Oh, they're already in the game.
Oh, what the heck
Guess
happened
he
to
just
this?
forgot to stream here. I'll send a Twitch message. Oh, I don't have the TSS. Do you have the TSS channel on Twitch?
Oh, like logged in?
Yeah.
I'm not logged into the TSS Twitch right now. No. All right, hold on. Let me.
I'll message him on my person.
Yeah. All right, just gotta make sure we get everything up and going here. Unless the streams, yeah, the stream's not going right there. So.
There we go. I sent him a chat. I asked if he could pretty please share this stream in the Discord. Looking like he's cooking pretty good here.
I mean, if it's on, yeah, if it's who's streaming? Oh, it's Christian is.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, there we go. We're
Oh,
back.
there we go. Shout out Christian.
We're so back, baby. All right, there we go, folks. Finals. We are here. Now, again,
That
there's
prime catcher in hand is all right.
yeah, that's pretty good. That's you have only a finite number of those, so you're really gonna want to hold on to that. And also, oh, that's see, it's like I personally am not a block lax guy, but I like the intricacies of the deck with all like the wacky Pokemon you play in it.
Yeah.
And the Sandshrew might actually prove to be kind of annoying in this matchup.
Yeah, because of Legacy Star.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with Sandshrew's game, the Sand Screen ability makes it so that trainer cards in your opponent's discard pile can't be put into their deck by the effects of your opponent's item or supporter cards. So.
Now we could Legacy Star and just grab Prime Catcher again. That could be really
Yeah.
good. We have been through our V Star already, unfortunately. There's that Mimikyu coming down. That is not good for us.
Yeah, that's kind of a rough one. We do have the boss in hand, so that will allow us to get around the Mimikyu, but that's going to prove to be kind of annoying. Which also raises the question of, like, you know, we mentioned earlier how Noivern is a card in, Reggie Drago that does see some fringe play. But also a shred attacker is something that people have talked about, like, is, a option
Absolutely.
in these decks. Like, do you choose the, Giratina V comes to mind, the baby Koraidon comes to mind. Obviously, the problem with playing more big V Pokemon like that is that you run the risk of starting them, which isn't necessarily great,
Yep.
but at the same time, I just feel like it's too good of an option to ignore.
Yep.
So we'll see if that comes back.
Cornerstone Ogrepong as well is scary. And we do have that boss's order still, so that's not too terrible for us.
And we play a
I'd
3-0
love to
boss.
see what trainers are in our discard pile. If we haven't discarded any boss yet, we could potentially see a boss Sandshrew play to allow Palpad to be usable if we haven't discarded Palpad yet. We'll have to wait and see what our play is going to be. Looks like we might run out of time.
Oh, no,
Just
it's
gonna
just
pass.
passing the buck. Interesting. Erica's invitation.
Erica's invitation here is going to find nothing.
Womp womp.
Big turn, pass.
Yeah. Nobody invited Erica to do anything. Poor thing.
Nope, she did not get her invitation today.
Yeah, I think it got lost in the mail, Erica. Sorry.
Now, will we see this boss's orders play come down or not?
See, that's the tough part, because it's like... let's say it's... At some point, you gotta...
I think it has to come down.
Yeah. Not being able to get that Dragapult to the discard pile kind of stings, because that would have been a really good opportunity to take care of a Snorlax and
There's the
the
switch
Sandshrew.
card.
That's nuts.
Penny up that Sandshrew is a good, safe play. There's that Iono.
Yeah, this is the awkward part you run into here. You have two blocking, two goalies essentially stopping you here. So
Yeah.
can Iona the hand away and see if
Another
you can
penny would mean Snorlax can come back to hand, and in that case, we just lose. Especially without that Regidrago in the discard pile. Now, we could Burst Roar, and that would get that Dragapult in our discard pile. So maybe that would have been the play there. Draw 6 extra cards, get that Dragapult in the discard pile. We could start spreading those damage counters onto that Cornerstone Mask. There's the Misfortune Sisters. They won't hit the switch, as we did Iono.
Oh, the
There's
accompanying flute. Whiff.
Nothing.
All right, so again, just going to pass the buck back here.
There's that Cleffa. Now, maybe we go with that Burst Roar. I think it is genuinely just the play here to make.
Yeah.
And there we go. There's that there's that Dragapult discarded. Now, Misfortune Sisters here would be scary. Squawkabilly coming on the board might just mean we lose.
Yeah, that's tough. You want... Unfortunately, that Squawkabilly... Okay, it's
Arvin's okay.
Yeah. Any of the supporter cards that don't touch my deck
yet.
are great right now. Please stop touching my cards.
Yup. Now, what I think we might see would be Apex Dragon spread 6 damage counters onto Mimikyu after a boss's orders play. There's Hero's Cape, Cornerstone Mask.
All right,
But Ultra Ball does allow us to dump that Squawkabilly.
Yeah, I think the safest place for Squawkabilly right now is the discard pile, so... Artizone.
No boss, no pad in the deck. What is the play here?
Yeah,
310 HP is 7 attacks of Apex Dragon, and that's assuming our opponent doesn't find any pennies.
That is really asking a lot right now.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's happening.
No, I don't think it is either.
There's that Phantom Dive. I'm assuming we're just going to spread 6 to the Cornerstone Mask because they're just going to promote that Mimikyu. We're going to spread the 6 to the Mimikyu.
Yeah, we're just going to...
5 to Mimikyu here.
1 to the...
5 to Mimikyu seems interesting. I probably would have gone 6 to Mimikyu, so potentially we have an out to KO it. But that 7 does mean Mew EX plus Energy Switch.
Yeah, it does allow you to copy Mind's
That does mean
Eye.
Mew EX does knock it out. That would be Ghost Eye. Yeah, that would be... That's probably where that thinking came from. There's Iono. That Mew EX is now the bottom card of the deck, or one of them. We do have 1 card in hand. Just a Grass Energy. There's the Flute.
Play that funky music.
Oh. There's the Drago and the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Just a pass here.
Oh, hi, Squawkabilly.
Oh, we don't want Squawkabilly.
Get out of here, man. Well, you still can.
There's E-Switch. Artisan to shuffle that deck. And here's that Apex Dragon. We're gonna see Phantom Dive, 6 damage counters to that bench. This might be a long game, fellas.
Yeah, no,
Petition to change it to best of 1.
Ooh, the flute whiffs once again. Kind of wild that the accompanying flutes... Yeah, kind of wild that the accompanying flutes whiff that many times. Oh, God.
Tragedy. I guess we only need 6 attacks. Come on.
There we go.
There's that Cornerstone Mask coming into play. If he doesn't bench anything else, it's just over.
Yeah, this is just dire straits here. And again, I think Cal recognizing that, it makes no sense to put down this Pokemon that can get pinged to death. So trying to find
No
a way to
shred
get.
attack.
Yeah, it's just trying to find a way to get creative here, I guess. I
Discard our
mean,
hand, draw 6. What do we go into though? There's a Silene.
oh,
One heads, one tails. Didn't see what it was. It was an Erica's, I think.
this is.
Fire energy. Yeah, I'm not honestly sure what our out is.
I guess maybe you just keep. You have the nest ball here. Maybe you try to go to Mew and copy the attack here. That feels like
maybe.
that might be the only play you have here.
But do we have enough energies where it's worth it yet? 'Cause we need 2 E-switches plus an attach. So I think here we have to go Teal Dance to try to find that energy.
Oh man, this is gonna get hairy. 17 cards left in the deck. I don't know, man. It's getting.
Might be a little too tight here. There's the Earthen Vessel coming down, discarding the Regidrago. We're gonna grab 2 grass. Looks like we're attaching to the Regidrago V.
Dragon Laser. Oh, that works.
Yeah, Regidrago V does not have an ability.
Oh yeah, duh, that makes sense. That's right. That's what the difference was.
Yeah.
The loop.
Yep, and that's what I was afraid of. Is this infinite loop here could be kind of brutal.
Oh man.
But do we thin here? We're just gonna pass.
Yeah, and that's the scary part of trying to thin here. Oh god.
There's the Airy getting rid of that E switch.
Good night, sweet prince.
And I do believe that might just be the game.
Yeah, that might be the
Well, we could still just manually attach for turn onto this new EX. Power it up, start attacking.
Yeah,
You have to remember that Regidrago V-Star does have that hefty 3 retreat cost. No
that
energy's
is true,
attached.
yeah.
It's still definitely not unwinnable, but
It's gonna be tough. Gonna have to really
100%. Let's Artisan, see what's in the deck first. Still an E-switch and an energy. Now, ultimately, what I think we want to find is on the right turn, we want to hit that Mew EX play, Fred 70, and then eventually we want to hit that jamming tower. There's the fire. No energy switch, so we're definitely still not looking great, but we might just pass here, I think.
Yep, just gonna take a look at the deck here.
We still have a switch card, too.
Yeah, it's big 6 cards left in the deck.
Temple here.
Gonna bump that right there. All right, let's see what Cal's next move is here. Six cards in hand.
There's that Team Yell's cheer, so we aren't seeing an Erica's Invitation. We aren't seeing Iona. We aren't seeing anything like that yet.
Yeah, nothing super dangerous. Just a pass. This
Pass.
could be a big turn here.
There's that switch as well, so here he can hard retreat. Maybe we don't see. Oh, I'm not sure that was the play though. I think it was hard retreat instead of switch. Oh, but Ghost Eye just takes the knockout for 70. Never mind. I thought Mimikyu was 80 HP or not.
Yeah, no.
But there's that knockout there. Look at that.
Ghost Eye gets the
What a
knockout there.
game.
Wow. Christian, it got real scary for him near the end there, but able to, clutch it out in the 11th hour again. Mew EX and Sandshrew just, did his work, did his job there. He gets to be in the portrait, so.
Absolutely. Wow, just when we thought all hope was lost there.
Yeah, it definitely did not look great near the end there for Christian, but able to stick it out there. Again, I think Mew being able to copy the attack of any active Pokemon, I guess, kind of takes away from needing the Shred Attacker, even though it would be nice to have it. But
Absolutely.
a little bit of a flair for the dramatic, as Christian likes to have. And I think the big thing is that none of those crazy supporter cards, they left just enough of the good cards left in the deck, for Christian. So, being able to skillfully dodge all the control stuff. So that was a really, really good game.
That was a very solid game. Very good play by both players as well.
All right, so a pretty decent hand here. Kind of teal dance, attaching energy here.
Starting the Cornerstone Mask is very, very strong.
Yes. Looks like all the major players are here. Going to establish Regiego V.
Was Mew EX there?
Mew might be in the prize
No, it
cards.
is not.
Oh, that's tough.
So Mimikyu, if Mimikyu comes down, we're pancaked.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad stuff. We're gonna have to really dig deep here and hope we get lucky off one of the prize cards.
Ah, yikes.
All right, and to pass the buck back, so. Interesting.
Yeah.
That stinks. You don't want to. Okay, yeah, it's smart. Get the energy out with the Earthen Vessel and just Iono the Prime Cutter to the bottom of the deck, where it'll hopefully be safe. There we go. Be free, Prime Catcher. We're going to need you later.
Yup. Raging Bolt there seems like not a card we want in our hand.
Yeah, no, but at least
I'm
we have the
assuming we're
Ultra.
going to see an Ultra Ball play on it.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're going to get that guy right on out of here, so. Yep, get rid of the Fire Energy and the Raging Bolt. Get another Ogre Pawn. Draw one more card here. Let's get a V-Star. That's pretty gas.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to bench it because the V is able to attack that Cornerstone Mask.
All right, Cal gets a
Poke
poke.
here. Let's see what we're going to go after. Penny.
He has the. I was gonna say he has the
Another
opportunity to do
Poke
the Arvin. Okay. I was
Do
gonna
the
say.
funny thing.
Yeah, he had the opportunity to do the funniest thing right there and just go out on his own terms. All right, Arvin will allow you to get the Nest Ball and the Forest Seal Stone. So Rotom gonna punch in for work today. There he is.
There's Rotom right there. Yup. There's that Fire Energy.
It's in charge.
Charge.
Get that hand size up. Important stuff.
Nest Ball here. I don't think we want to play it.
Nah, I don't think you want to fill your bench up with anything else right now. I think you got enough going for you. I guess you can maybe get another V if you want to, but that also
I
doesn't
don't
feel
think it's
great.
necessary. Though.
No, I don't really think you need to. Thinking about what the play is here. You're going to super rod back in a singular fire energy.
Just that fire.
That's super hot fire. Pretty good. All right, there we go. We're just going to Dragon Laser for 130 and 30 to the bench Rotom, so Cal's got to get some guys down. Otherwise, that's going to be an interesting start to this game.
Yeah. Now, he does have that penny, so we do have to remember that. He does have that penny. He has that
Yes.
fire energy for when he pennies.
Oh,
There's that Mimikyu. If he's able to play another penny next turn, it's just over. Jover.
It's not looking good right now. Man, a canceling cologne would go so crazy right now.
Yeah. Now he does bench that Cornerstone Mask, so he does not know that the Mew EX is prized.
Correct. So I'm willing to bet that the crazy thing that happens here is that Christian inevitably does end up taking a prize card at some point, and the prize card is going to be the Mew. That's how.
Yeah. Christian's luck is just like that.
That's how things have been going today. So I would not be shocked if that ends up being the case. There we go.
Orders play, hit it for 130. That is going to spread that 30 damage onto that Mimikyu, which might actually be important because now, okay, we're going to spread that 30 damage. Oh, yeah, we still can't damage Mimikyu because it's still Pokemon. Its ability still works when it's on the bench. Never mind.
Right.
Cancel what I said. Cancel what I said.
Redacted. All right, and there comes the Snorlax.
Yup.
Joining the party. So we're getting the Avengers assembled of not being able to do anything on Cal's side. There you go. The hand size ever so increasing. Perhaps catching on that maybe somebody might not be in the deck. So can Iona the hand away, see what we can do here.
There's Drago V-Star. Now we can slowly start chipping away still at that Rotom, or we could do a little bit of damage to that Snorlax here.
Yeah, definitely some interesting choices laying out here for Christian, but again, just going to opt for the Phantom Dive, spread some damage counters around.
Now, might honestly just be the play to keep those damage counters spread around. Let's see what Cal can get going. There's an Airy, which is going to get rid of that SER and the energy switch.
Good night, sweet prince.
Now here comes the army of Snorlax. There's that instant charge.
The strongest soldiers. Oh, hi, Prime
There's
Catcher.
Prime Catcher.
That's huge. Throw the hand away. Ultra Ball away. Let the Goodra V-Star into the discard pile. Grab Cleffa, because why not?
After that, we can now dip.
Yep, see you, Cleffa. you're not needed today. Thanks for hanging.
That is just going to be a knockout here. Now, where will we spread that 6 damage counters to? Will it be the Mimikyu Enforce Cal to pick it up.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best choice. Just put the pressure on it, knowing that Mimikyu is your biggest op right now. Force Cal to pick it up here. All right, here we go. One of them's gonna be the Mew.
Oh,
Ah,
you.
I think it's behind door number 6. I think that's my choice.
That'd be tragic.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
what do you pick up? Do you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or do you go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
I go backwards. I go backwards from 6.
Me too. That just feels the most correct. There's that
Yeah.
Radiant Serena there.
Yep, definitely sees a place in this deck being able to heal off that damage. All right, so now comes the game of chess. How can Christian navigate this here? With this Mimikyu in the active, it's going to be
Honestly,
safe.
he has to take a knockout.
Yeah.
He's got to just keep spreading damage, but the issue is that damage being spread is healed by Radiant Serena, which does mean that Mimikyu in that active spot is eventually just going to be fully healed 2 turns from now.
There is still boss left in the deck, so you can...
Now, do we see Regidrago's V-Star ability to put some of those cards back into our deck? That would ultimately, though, mean that we are decking ourselves out a lot more. We do see that Legacy Star come down.
Gonna get Iono and... Oh, nope.
Well, maybe no, it's going to be that Prime Catcher. Now, I'm assuming Prime Catcher is going to be for that Radiant Serena.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. Obviously, Mimikyu is not going to be able to get pinged.
It has to be Prime Catcher.
Yeah, it has to be Prime Catcher. And Super Rod to obviously help get some resources back into your deck. So we're going to send the Serena back up, promote the Ogre Pawn with energy on it, to retreat back out. Super Rod back in some energy cards.
3 energies. Now, do we have the outs to win this game now? We are going to be taking a knockout this turn. And that Mimikyu is going to have a measly 20 HP.
Okay, now we're going to spread the damage around a little bit here. All right, here we go. Moment of truth.
Snorlax within a knockout next turn, I do believe. That is 90 damage.
Mew.
Is it not?
No, yes.
No, wait, still no Mew.
No Mew in sight, but still two gusting cards left in the deck, so. Oh man, this is gonna be tough.
This is gonna be a very close game at the end. Cal's gotta choose very wisely what he promotes here. He has to penny that Mimikyu here. Otherwise, it is going to just be knocked out if we find a way to a boss.
Yeah, I guess that is sort of the the cross for it's again. It does not seem as cut and dry for Cal as it might look on paper, given the discrepancy in both hand size and deck size. But it is the supporter you play for turn is one of the few real pressing decisions you have to really make with this deck. It's tough.
Yeah, and I think Penny has to be that supporter.
Yeah.
Unless we do have a boss's orders, in which case we just pray that this Blocklax hits. That Eerie hits nothing.
Yeah, that's just going to take care of the Earthen
Do
Vessel.
we have the counter catcher in our hand, though?
Yeah, 10 card hand. He does.
There's that counter catcher.
That may be... that might be it. Possibly.
Might not. We can still dig a little bit. We can artisan. Let's see what's in the deck quick.
Yeah, let's take a, the switch is still in the deck.
And the boss are both there.
Okay. This is
now
huge
it's just
stuff.
really big on what are we going to hit. Because we can Teal Dance for 2 extra cards here. And if one of those cards is the switch, I think this is just the game.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Okay, he's just going to attach from hand and pass. Knowing that he's still forced into a situation where he has to penny one of these guys at some point. It's the real cat and mouse game. Just becomes a real game of chicken at this point. So, yep,
Yeah,
here's the
as long
penny.
as Cal pennies that Mimikyu there, maybe the teal dances were the optimal play in that scenario. But we don't have any energy switch, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
This might just be Cal's game now.
Oh, of course, it was the next card.
We can go attach, take a knockout here, and then we have that switch.
Yeah, we could just go Myriad Leaf Shower for the knockout here. Not an attack.
That's huge.
That is huge stuff. Jamming Tower. Still no Mew. Used. Called out
Mew will
sick
be
today.
prize card 6.
Yeah.
There's the flute. There's no Pokemon left in the deck. Cal might think there's no switch left in the deck. There's Mimikyu coming down.
Scary stuff.
Penny.
Uh-oh.
Now, if we don't bench anything else, that is the game.
Yep.
And there we go. He knows the Mew EX isn't there.
Yeah, we're just, just gonna go out the graceful way, I guess.
Eileen coming down here.
It's one.
Rising Mew so long into this game is so tragic.
Yeah,
Especially with that
tough.
jamming tower in our hand as well.
Oh, hi, Chi.
Chiyu comes down for the mill out. What a game, too.
There you go. The jealously Singe gonna mill out those last 2 cards. And see ya. Game 3, folks, coming right up. So the prize Mew EX proven to be a problem that game. And unfortunately, you know, not hitting it in any of the 4 prize cards that Christian took there. So excellent stuff there from Cal again. You know, it's when you get down to the nitty-gritty with this stuff, every decision you make is huge. So
exactly. And this game 3 is going to be very, very good, I think.
All right, here we go, folks. For all the marbles here in our late night invitational. It's game 3 coming up between Cal Connor and Christian Fontenot, 2 of the best players on
Very
planet
close.
Earth. Squaring off here in your computer screen for you. All right, so Christian winning the coin flip, going to go first. So opting to go first, I'm sure. So Mulligan, though, that ain't great. Oh, hi. No, nobody wins.
Hey, Regidrago plus 1 Teal Mask. That is the start.
That's all you need.
Now, do we opt to bench the Teal Mask in the game, do we think?
I
I'm assuming
think
we do, but the Myriad Leaf Shower did get us a knockout last 2 games.
That is true.
Cornerstone start.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Tell me about it.
Of all the people you don't want to see at work today. All right, Mew's here.
There's Mew.
All is right. The game can be played to a capacity.
Jamming Tower's in the deck.
Yep, Jamming Tower's in the deck. Mew is in the deck. We have, I did not see a Pal Pad. Pal Pad looks like it's prized. Looks like a boss might be prized. Nope, it's in the hand. Never mind. Okay, not bad.
I mean, there's definitely worse prizes to have.
No, definitely,
Like
yeah.
Mew EX being one of your last 2 prize cards.
I'm telling you, it's number 6.
Yeah, sad we didn't get to see. I would have loved to see if it was in there.
This is why we go, right to left, folks. Trust. All right, we're gonna grab the penny. And once again, Cal has the opportunity to do the funniest thing. he will. He
Yep.
will not. He will not do it. So we will Iono. Ooh, that's certainly a hand. Actually, that's not that bad considering.
The amount of accompanying flutes that have hit none is actually insane.
Yeah, you gotta work on
set.
this. You gotta work on your flute playing, Cal.
That's what I'm saying, Cal. Hop on more.
Yeah. Can we get a Metafy class for some music lessons? Like, sheesh, man.
Metafy flute class.
Metafy flute.
Someone please teach us how to play the flute. I'm gonna make that my tweet later. They're looking for someone to teach me how to play. I think Jared Grimes plays the flute.
That's mad funny. That doesn't surprise me.
Why do I think that's something he does?
If that's true, that's pretty gas. I played the flute in high school. It is not easy. All right, so we got the forbidden board state here, a full one. Hey, and Aries gonna miss. Cal is just whiffing on all fronts here. It's like with some
okay.
with some Pokemon in the deck, with some items in the hand. It's just like, man.
He'll hit something eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, he will. Trust. Because his hand also stinks right now for Christian.
Nope. Yeah, the 4 Teal Mask might not be great.
Oh my god.
This is comical at this point. I cannot get over this.
Yeah. At this point, it's just become a satire. Oh my god.
Or we'll find something.
Building a condominium with the size of these bricks right now on both sides.
We're building a school at this point. Come on. Think bigger. We're building the New World's Convention Center.
Yeah, we're building the Roku City Convention Center for Roku City Regionals next season. Insta-charge.
What a game. Draw pass, draw pass.
Hey! If nobody got me, I know Iono got me. Can I get an amen?
That's what I'm saying. Iono's so clutch. Oh, still nothing.
Yep. Friendship with Iono over. Iono is my new friend now.
It's wraps.
Hey, not bad.
Tail dance into grass energy is like trekking shoes. I think trekking shoes are like trekking shoes. That always happens.
Or when you Pokestop away a Pokestop. It's just like...
Oh, yeah. I don't even know. I could be playing 2 Pokestop and somehow I'll Pokestop away 2 of them.
I have played 2 Pokestops and I'm like, really? Like, strange. Gotta shuffle my deck better. Alright, come on, Kyle. Cal, try again. Okay, here we go. Swing batter. Hey!
Ooh, tell me that was a switch. Oh, 2 energy switch. Or 1 energy switch.
And the Earthen Vessel.
Switch.
Fret not, though, friends. We have the technology to get that back.
Well,
oh, hi,
Squawkabilly. Would have been a good card earlier.
Yeah, we're getting you the heck out of here.
Fire energy!
Now that's what I call music.
Let's go gambling!
And now the science experiment starts. Dragon Laser. Putting a 30 on the Rotom.
That 30 damage is getting negated real quick.
Yeah.
At a Radiant Serena.
Radiant Serena laughs in your face. Penny. Oh.
Well,
Let it rip. Let it rip. Let it rip. Oh, the agony. The humanity.
oh, our fun's gone.
Get down, Mr. President.
We were passing with no tools. we not just play the V-Star, grab both energy switch, and just kill Mimikyu here?
I think that's a great idea.
Look at this. Look at this
It
chat.
feels, yeah,
I'm thinking of good ideas.
feels kind of bad.
Watch, that's
like
not
hard.
that's not what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna look like an idiot.
I think you gotta.
No, but if he evolves the V-Star, he just gets destroyed by the what's it called? Cornerstone.
Yeah.
Free energy switch in the discard though.
Oh,
He's debating it.
Oh, thinking about it.
What we have to think about too is Demolish is Mew EX can copy Demolish as well.
Yeah, so
Evolving the V-Star means nothing because the V-Star doesn't knock out the Mew EX. Or not the V-Star, the Ogerpon doesn't knock out the Mew EX. There's the grass energy.
we have the technology, folks.
Yeah, we do have the technologies here.
And Cal has burnt through a good amount of the busted supporters, so.
There's the Apex Dragon. Phantom Dive. Looks like we're going to spread 6. Onto that Cornerstone Mask, but if he pennies it, that's an issue.
Yeah, I guess he's trying to. It's interesting. I guess he's trying to force Cal's hand here into making him.
Force Cal to penny the Cornerstone Mask instead of the Mimikyu, as the Cornerstone Mask is easier dealt with, maybe?
I guess that's what the strategy is. Oh, of course. There you go. Hi,
There's
Penny.
the penny there for that Cornerstone Mask. Still, I don't know if there's a tool, though, for that Mimikyu to survive here.
Okay. This is not a bad spot to be in right now. You boss up the Rotom, okay. You attach your grass energy.
Take it out.
You get the knockout here, and then I guess you just put all 6 on the Mimikyu, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because now you got to force pal. You got to force Cal is my pal, but you got to force Cal.
Yeah, Cal's our buddy.
Yeah, love that guy. But now you got to force him into choosing between the puppet and whatever Ogerpon is.
Now, the issue here is the counter catcher play on some of these Ogerpons is less than ideal.
Yeah, that ain't great. I guess in theory you could. Yeah, because Myriad Leaf Shower is only going to do what, like 120?
Yeah, Myriad Leaf Shower is only doing 120.
But then I guess that also means
That's another
okay.
counter catcher.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, man.
I think we might just lose. I don't know. This might be tough.
I fluctuate.
Charm comes down.
Whenever I play against the block lacks and like staller control, like I can constantly switch. It's like the meme of like the heart monitor, where it's like it's over, we're so back. Like it's over, we're so back.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I just keep going through the motions, just like as you know, am I actually done for here?
Am I actually gonna win?
Yeah. All the major players are still in the deck, so. The temptation of Legacy Star may be too strong to resist here. All right. Trying to map out the right way to do this here. You have rods. You can save yourself from decking out. You do have an Ultra Ball for reasons, I guess. Kind of keep your...
Is there a way to do it?
This is going to get tough.
Apex Dragon for Prime Catcher, maybe?
Yeah, that's what my only real thing is. Like, you might have to... This is a real tough game of cat and mouse here. Here's a Silene, so...
Yeah, exactly. One heads, one tails. Statistically speaking, it should happen.
50%. Not when I use that card.
No, it's always double tails.
It's always double tails, and it's always like the only supporter I can play for the turn. So it's just like, yup. That's the one right there, officer.
Nice. Yeah, I'm being scammed.
I'd like to
But it
report
works so good online.
Alrighty, the buck has been passed once more. Here we go to Legacy Star.
What's he gonna grab here? Double boss.
Yeah, it makes the most sense here. You don't need the energy switches anymore because Mew's locked and loaded to go. So you boss up to Serena. You retreat out. And then you find yourself in this position where you're taking one knockout.
You're still spreading a little damage though.
You're still spreading damage, though. Yes, that is important. Yep, everybody else is still in there and accounted for, so. Again, I think you got to put the damage counters on the Mimikyu, force Cal to pick it up.
Not yet. We know he's got that other, what's it called in his hand? That other counter catcher.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess we do have the other boss to play with as well, but then at that point, then you're out of gusting options, and then it's like, oh boy, what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
here?
but if he goes penny counter catcher and then doesn't bench anything else, we might be cooked.
Yeah, we might be cooked, chat. We're not fully cooked yet. Still a little.
We do have 7 grass on board. There's only 1 grass that we can possibly play. Here's the Misfortune Sisters.
That is.
There's the switch, and that is looking like it might be it.
That is misfortunate, if you ask me. So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's the counter catcher. I don't know what our play here is. Counter catcher Mimikyu or boss Mimikyu, and then swing into Regidrago. I don't know how many counter catchers we're through as Cal. Only 2. There's the Iono.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
But Iono to 6 when we're only in a hand of 9. Well, I mean, only at a hand of 9. Like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you. Yeah, it's tough. This is a real
definitely an interesting position. It's definitely a very good set, though.
Yeah, no. Again, this is I know stall can't always be the most fun stuff to watch, but in instances like this where you have a real game of chess on your hands, seeing how other decks have to navigate around this is very, very interesting. So, just getting a couple of non-dragon dudes and non-important dragon dudes out of the discard. Grab that last grass energy.
Hit that teal dance, I guess.
Put her right there. Oh, hi, Regidrago. Yeah, and I guess
that
now
boss's orders play.
Yep, we see the Mew here. Genomes have been hacked. 7 damage counters have been placed for 150. That is going to put Christian on 2 prize cards left. And to get the energy switch.
There's the energy switch.
That's kind of
gas. There. We do need a second switch, and we don't have it.
No, it's not good.
Here, Cal can hit counter catcher into an ogre pawn. We have no way to attack. It is physically just not possible for us to get there.
Oh,
there's that counter catcher.
That might be it.
The switch in the discard, no more boss. If Cal doesn't bench anything else, that is just going to be the game.
And I believe just that was the last energy in the deck as well, so.
It was, yes. No. We do only play those 8 grass, and all 8 are committed.
Yeah, unfortunately. Cal potentially locking up this invitational here. The Brotherhood of Snorlax is here, blocking your doorway, preventing you from going inside.
No time rules. It makes sense.
Yeah. Think about what to do here. There's a fire energy. And the Iono. So flushing those cards to the bottom of the deck.
Helpful.
Yep.
That's where we really need to get the gears grinding. Oh, there's Jamming Tower. Another helpful card.
Yeah, that's it's certainly something.
Here's that Silene. I don't know what Silene's gonna grab though. One heads, one
50%
tit.
every.
Cal's just perfect at flipping 50%.
Yeah, every time. Can you put that on a job resume? Like, dang, bro.
And flip a coin heads 50% of the time.
Microsoft Office.
Such a good thing to put on your resume.
Yes, an actual good thing to put on your resume. Alrighty, getting to the nitty gritty here.
Let's see what we can make happen here. I don't know if there's anything else to do, or if it's just gonna be draw pass for 9 turns.
Yeah, it's what we're encroaching on here.
I do believe we don't have Prime Catcher in deck. I don't think.
No, I think the Prime Catcher's in the discard pile. All right, now the Snorlaxes are just cosplaying, so. One's a security guard.
Officer,
Yeah,
the
one's a,
other's a wizard.
one's a police officer. One's a and the
Security
third one
guard
just
does make more sense because he's saying you can't leave.
yeah. This is my house now. You can no longer enter it. Oh, and this one gets to wear a shiny necklace. So
There we go.
everybody gets some jewelry.
That's all right. I don't mind playing cosplay.
That's the next level of Pokemon cosplays. You must cosplay as your favorite Pokemon wearing an item from the TCG. So,
Wearing a Pokemon tool.
yeah. I will be cosplaying as Rotom with Forest Sealstone for the foreseeable future.
That'd be kind of sick, actually.
Just walk around with the slab.
Be Raging Bolt Bravery Charm.
Oh, a Force Snorlax has hit the bench. Does he get a cool tool too also, or?
He doesn't get any tools? Wow. Get a load of that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Prime Catcher is not in the discard.
Oh, okay. So
I
there's
guess that's
still
what we're waiting for.
there's still a chance here,
Where there's a will, there is a way.
and there might also
Just
be a
about
Prime
we
Catcher.
have to find that Iono as well as that Prime Catcher, so that we can Prime Catcher and then Iono.
Here we go. Nope.
Oh, Temple of Sinnoh.
Next. All right. Once again, just passing the buck. The ball is firmly in Cal's court right now. 5 cards left in Christian's
yeah.
deck, and 2 of them are very important to the equation. So
E-switch.
it's just watching Christian check the discard pile this many times is very funny. It's just like it's like
Do I
watching
have
some.
it?
Yeah, it's like when you keep going to the fridge, just like see if there's food in there that you didn't.
To see if anything else spawns in.
Yeah, it's like I wonder if I got any food in the last 5 minutes. No, I haven't yet. So, all right, now it's super. Now it's the Wizard Snorlax taking the lead here. Is it really the last 2
Hey,
cards in the
sometimes
deck? That's crazy.
They have to be. Hey, sometimes I'd be swearing that food does spawn in. Wait, does Chiyu not just come down?
I think he's. Oh no! Is it in
Oh
the
wait,
prize
it's
cards?
not Iono Prime Catcher. It's
Maybe they're-
the Prime Catcher's prize.
Prime Catcher's prize.
The whole time we played it out for nothing.
Rest in pepperoni. Well, Christian making Cal earn it.
Oh, are we about to see the Iona get played? Okay,
No,
we're not.
yep. Christian has resigned.
Come on, Cal, play the Iono. There we go. That's Cal Connor winning the late night invitational, whatever number invitational it is.
Alrighty, excellent stuff there to Cal. Let's hop back to the caster channel real quick, Dom. We'll talk about
Yeah,
everything
of
that just
course.
happened. So. Alrighty, let's bring it back over to us. And there we are. There you go. If you haven't seen in the last 20 minutes, I took my hat off, so that's what's happened in the last hour.
Okay,
all right.
perfect.
Fun stuff in this season 9 invitational. It was a lot of fun, Dom. Yeah, so Cal coming out on top of Block Lax. I feel like people were looking at control a little bit, like, in these past couple weeks, being like, is it stall control? Like, is it really the play? But Block Lax still proven to be very, very good. So,
yeah, especially in this no time rules event, that's what we really had to think about here. Was as long as Cal made top cut, if he played properly and didn't hit Giratina or Lugia, the chances he won that event were pretty good. We saw a really close game 1 in finals, a really close game 2. And then obviously game 3 wasn't quite as close, but still a great game nonetheless. Overall, a great set. We did see Christian walk his way through Shira in round 1 of Top Cut in another great set. And then in set 2, he did beat Miraidon in what else was one of the best sets I've probably ever watched, with crazy comebacks in both sets. Overall, a great experience, right?
Yeah, and I think Reggie Drago just continued. The stonks continued to go up. I'm kind of mad that the Ogre Pawns are like $10 right now, because I just don't want to spend that much money. It's kind of should have got into the ground floor, and it's crazy because you got the Haxorus coming out next set, you got Kyurem coming out, so it's like this deck is going to continue
even better.
It gets even better. It's going to continue to get better as long as they keep printing busted dragon Pokemon. Reggie Drago will, finally get the respect it deserves as a set mascot, all these years later.
This is kind of like my little Reggie Drago, a little dinosaur. I guess he's more like a box, but still. He's Ogre Pawn meets Reggie Drago.
There we go. Yeah, we love to see it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Dom, always a pleasure to sit down and talk with you.
Worries. Great talking to you.
Yeah, let the people know where they can find you, I guess.
You can find me on YouTube at Don Richie PTCG. You can find me on Twitter at Tempo PTCG. Or I'm also on the Shuffle Squad YouTube channel, as all you guys know. That's
okay, we're back. Hi guys, it's me again. We're gonna close that proper. Anyway, follow me on the Twitter or X, however you want to, chop it up. I'm a Koopa NJ across platforms. I commentate here on the Shuffle Squad YouTube channel every Wednesday for late night at very late hours of the night. If you guys are into that, check us out every Wednesday. Check out all the Shuffle Squad socials below. And, we'll be seeing you guys in next time. So have yourselves a wonderful weekend, everybody. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
See ya, fellas.